Now launching. The dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
This is nauseating, isn't it?
What?
What? Just me
I
doing
blacked
it.
out. I don't
me
remember
doing it by
anything.
myself is nauseating. Now you're going to join in. We're not going to have any listeners left for this dumb show. We're eating chips. We're doing shuttlecocks and Viva Queefs and
Shuttlecock. What? You don't like badminton? The Olympics are coming up.
I do like it.
Let's go.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach? No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room.
Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Friday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Hello, man.
It is Tool of the Week Friday. I want to see your tools. You can tweet them at Man and Bone 971. You can text the burner phone 614-787-3093. You know, you would think it's been over a year since we've had the burner phone. I've said that number 18 million times that I would have it memorized, but I don't. I look down at my paper every single time.
Well, you know what? That's okay. It just shows that you're
a terrible memory.
You're focused on other things.
I've always had a terrible memory. Awful.
You know, I'm trying to get better with mine.
How are you going to get better?
Well, I'm testing it every day. I'm doing a little Spanish language, trying to get back into learning some Espanol.
That's very good for memory. And that's why I was terrible at learning a foreign language, because I could not memorize.
Yeah. See, I think I have a terrible memory too. So that's what trust me, what I'm doing right now, we're talking about a lot of the man has a belt. We're doing in Spanish, of course. I'm not just saying that back in English. I'm saying
popular phrase?
No,
like, do you need
no. It's all phrases.
The man has a belt?
No, it's I know how to tell you that my dad is from China. I know how to ask if you are from China. I know how to say that I like something, and I know how to say that I am currently drinking water. But that's about most of what the Spanish we're working on right now is.
Can't you find some more practical stuff to learn?
Well, I got it.
The man has a belt may be useful if you're in a Mexican prison and you're guarding Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes.
Other than that.
Right. But where would you go to buy a belt?
The store.
Yes. Then we talk about the store, and then you go to like, how do you get to the store in your car?
Autobus?
And also, no, that's a bus.
Oh, what's car?
Car is un carro, I believe.
Un carro?
Or coche. I was taught coche, but now I'm being told carro is what it is.
Like charo.
It's carro, technically. But I'm not trying to. Well, because there's perro, which is butt. Like
What's dog?
Perro. That's 2 R's. Perro and perro.
Oh.
Dog and butt. Butt meaning the conjunction.
I got D's in Spanish. Yeah. D's. Bad.
How many D's?
2. Took it for 2 semester.
Dos.
2 D's.
Dos D's.
Dos D's.
Double D's.
Bad.
That's all right. Hey, it's okay.
I was proud of those double D's because at least I didn't have to go take it in what's summer school in Spanish?
I don't know. I don't know what summer is. Escuela is school. So I got that.
Because if I would have failed, then I got to go do it again.
Yeah.
But D's,
yes,
in the clear.
No, see, I know this too. I'm using the app that's free, and so I'm just getting some version of Spanish that I'm sure it's helping me, right? It's helping the memory. I'm working through it. But I know, because I used to take it, we went to Mexico, and after taking 3 years of Spanish, I go to Mexico, and I realized I knew nothing the first day I got there. It was abysmal. By the 3rd or 4th day, I was talking about people's quinceaneras, and I was inviting people to, like, I had all kinds of lingo going. I knew all the phrases.
Well, that's because you're forced to do it.
You're in it. I'm saying immersion is the best way to go. So in a few months, we'll be going to Mexico, where we'll take the show on the road, and
No, we're not going
I'll learn
there.
Spanish the right way. Yeah, just get
I
right
had a Spanish teacher in high school. He was not my Spanish teacher, which made it even weirder.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're in Spanish class and your Spanish teacher requires you to speak in Spanish, I get that.
Yeah.
All right, it's annoying, but I get it. That's the class that you're in. But this other Spanish teacher, Senor Chapman,
Okay.
made you speak to him in Spanish, whether you were his student or not, like in the hallway, in the cafeteria. Like one time in the cafeteria, I bumped into him and I instinctively said, "I'm sorry." And he said, "Espanol." And I said, "Lo siento, Mr. Chapman."
There you go.
But he was just a creepy F, this guy.
Yeah. I don't know how to say that either in Spanish.
Creepy F. Get me away from this creepy F. That's something to learn in Spanish.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, is this guy a native speaker?
No, his name's Mr. Chapman. He's a white dude.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's Arnaldo Chapman. He's, I think, a native Spanish speaker.
Fair enough, but he's suckling his mom's bosom right now.
Tu madre, I believe is how you... I don't know about the suckling part.
Tu icky, tu madre. Icky kun madre.
Technically, it'd be El Madre, like his mom.
If you're not aware of this story, we talked about it a while ago. There was an Instagram video that was put out there with Arnaldo Chapman and his mom on a couch. And, you know, like I have a relationship with my mom.
Sure.
You have a relationship with your mom.
Put your arm around your mom.
Sure,
you might give her a peck on the cheek
or whatever.
something.
She gives you a kiss or rubs your cheek. Does what mom things do. Arnaldo Chapman is flicking and playing with his mom's bosoms. She is not interested in this at all. She keeps pushing him away, and like, he's just, oh, hey, look at this. Oh, hey.
Yeah,
you like that impersonation?
It was so bizarre. Yes.
What are you doing there?
And then he was so frustrated that he was not able to continue fondling his mom's bosom. He went into his garage and shot a gun. Remember that?
No, when did he shoot a gun?
Yeah, he went in and he just fired a gun into his garage a bunch of times.
Right.
And got in trouble for that.
That's right.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say something's up with that guy.
Arnaldo Chapman?
Something's a little off with him.
All right. Scotty Scheffler was arrested this morning at the PGA Championship. This was quite the story. I woke up to a good little tale this morning.
Right.
Where he was trying to get to the golf course and work out early this morning. The problem was there unfortunately was an accident involving a bus and a person this morning at 5 a.m. where someone was struck and killed. And so that's obviously terrible. But then police are on the scene and, you know, they're trying to block the crime scene off. Is crime scene? Is that accident scene? It's probably accident scene.
So from what I understand of this road, for what it's worth, it's apparently a very long and like nothing on it road that leads into the course. That leads to the actual like clubhouse and all that stuff. So where they're blocking off, I think, is more out towards the main road because they don't want people going down this road because that's, like you said, down the way, that's where the accident is. Yeah. So he's trying to go into the entrance he's been told to go into by the PGA.
He was unaware of this accident.
Well, no,
he didn't know what was going on.
So what I'm saying is, just to set this up, the accident is not like right next to where he is, where he could see it, or it's obvious something is different. He's going the way, and it's like, oh yeah, there's police out here because it's a giant golf tournament and they're directing traffic. Right. So I'm saying, to set that all up, it sounds like you're trying to get where you're told, hey, no one's allowed to go down here. You're like, yeah. But I am, because I'm the number one golfer in the world and I'm playing in this tournament and everybody should know that. I'm driving in a vehicle that has the label on it. So that's where we're at when he pulls up to police barricade. However, some of these police officers, they're not the ones working the tournament. They're the ones that are there because of a crime scene. So that's also
accident scene, crime scene.
Accident scene is what right. I'm saying, so then you have that level of confusion as well, where some of these police officers are saying, I don't care who you are, this is an active investigation.
And when you have a fatality, I mean, that's a big deal.
Of course.
They're gonna take some time, unless it's at Ohio State graduation, then they just scrape you right up and throw you away. But at this particular crime scene, accident scene,
we got to let the Bitcoin bro get us all dancing.
The show must
go on with Bitcoin,
show must go on.
Because the president of the university really likes this guy for some reason.
So I guess the officer said, hey, man, you can't come through here. He said, well, I'm me. Here's my pass.
I'm sure.
This is where I've been told to go. I've been coming here all week because I'm a golfer, and I'm going to keep going. So he starts driving in the median. The cop is holding on to the handle of the car and gets dragged.
Yeah.
But he doesn't let go. He just, I don't know if they teach you that in police school. Like, hey, man, you hold on to that handle. I don't know.
Yeah, it's always weird reading some of these stories because they'll say the police said this, and sometimes news agencies report that as these are the facts, and the reality is that is the police's account of what they observed, right? But just like if you interviewed Scotty Scheffler, he has his version of what happened. I think sometimes the news forgets that the police and the person that is being policed both have versions of what happened.
Well, here's what Jeff Darlington had to say. Jeff Darlington is a reporter for ESPN. He was there to witness the entire thing.
Yeah.
Scheffler was trying to drive around the crash scene on a median. A police officer instructed him to stop, but Scheffler continued to drive about 10 to 20 yards towards the entrance. At one point, an officer attached himself to the side of Scheffler's car. Scheffler stopped his car as he turned into the entrance of the golf club. After about 20 to 30 seconds, Scheffler rolled down his window to talk to the officer. The officer grabbed Scheffler's arm to pull him out of the vehicle. The officer reached inside the vehicle to open the door, and once Scheffler was pulled out, he was pushed against the car and placed in handcuffs.
Right.
Darlington, the reporter, was standing at the entrance when Scheffler was being detained. Darlington said Scheffler turned to him and asked, "Can you help?"
Right, sure. I actually saw the video of that where he's like, "Can you help me?"
Look,
and at one point, one of the officers even says, Who do we have in this car that you're all like, that you're standing here and all these people like?"
He's the number one golfer in the world. Now, that does not excuse bad behavior. I'm not saying that it does.
No.
But I can see a situation where maybe both parties here were just a little bit too aggressive. Scotty Scheffler wants to get there and get in his routine and work out and have his big plate of eggs and all that crap. The officer's trying to do his job. He doesn't want his ass getting chewed out because he let a car go through that he wasn't supposed to let go through. Both were probably a little bit too aggressive, and that's why we have this situation.
Right. I think that's I find it interesting that the story there from Darlington is that Scott Scheffler is just driving past this officer, and the officer apparently grabbed onto the moving vehicle, is what I'm to understand. And then, that's different than if he's sitting there, they're stopped talking, and he goes, "Hell with you!" and then jams the floorboard, and the officer is like dragged. That would obviously be different. So
I'll tell you what the most surprising thing for me learning about all this. I will tell you about it next. I forgot we have to take a break.
Oh, yeah.
All right, something else surprised me.
We got to talking.
I got some gas.
What'd you have before we came in here?
Nothing. I just I had some bad tomatoes or something today. It tasted a little off.
I'm sorry to hear
You ever
that.
have that when you had just bite into something, you're like, it's not bad enough where I got to stop eating, but this could be trouble later.
So this is giving you the gas, you're saying?
I don't know. I got a little indigestion.
Okay.
Little acid reflux.
All right. Well, let's get that taken care of, and then we'll come back and tell the story.
You got some Maalox on you?
Maybe.
No. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should watch out for an accident on eastbound 670 approaching 5th Avenue, causing some holdup there. And we've got slower traffic on southbound 71 on the north side between Hudson Street and 17th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Donato's Pizza. Every piece is important. Donato's is bringing you huge savings on a large pizza. For a limited time, get a large one-topping pizza for just $10.99. Yes, $10.99 when you order online and pick it up. Use promo code PICKUP. Limit of 5 pizzas. Pick up your Donato's and save today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
Have you heard? Skyline now has nachos with a layer of queso blanco under that amazing Skyline chili and cheese. Try them straight up or get the deluxe nachos with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and sour cream at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time.
The Sign and Drive Green Tag event continues, offering 0% for 84 months with no money down on a John Deere compact utility tractor with loader. Limited time offer. Visit your local Ag Pro today. Offer ends May 31st, 2024. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
It's good to drive Honda and save thousands with low 1.9% financing. All your favorite Honda models are in stock. Save big on cars, SUVs, and trucks, like the 2024 Honda Ridgeline, Now with low 1.9% financing. It's a good time to search your local Honda dealer. See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer in 7/8/24.
There's a little slice of heaven in a country road's escape. Pure perfection in the form of uncrowded nature. Over 1.5 million acres of parks and public lands. From mountain biking to stargazing. Churning white water to quiet trout streams far off the grid. Almost heaven is down to earth in West Virginia. Plan your getaway now at wvtourism.com.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
This is the sound of a well-tuned air conditioner ready for summer. This is the sound of an air conditioner that was not tuned up by Apex Pros.
Excuse me, I represent the Don't Make Stuff Up on the Radio Association.
I'm kind of doing something here.
That sound of a not tuned up air conditioner?
Oh, you mean this?
You made that up.
Well, it's a dramatization. See, most air conditioner troubles can be prevented with a simple tune-up before summer by Apex Pros. The pros who knows.
And that.
The pros who knows.
You can't say sentences like that.
Look, it's just our cute way of saying
that. That cute bear. Does a bear tune up my AC?
What? No, it's people. I mean, a person, a guy, maybe a gal.
Making stuff up.
An Apex tune-up helps your AC last longer, lowers your energy bills, and prevents this.
You did it again.
Man, you're a real hothead. Sit under this air conditioning.
What air conditioning? I don't hear any...
See? Schedule a tune-up at apexpros.com.
Hi, it's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear. No doubt about it, Columbus loves Apex Pros. apexpros.com.
This is the sound of a popular American motorcycle. It's the sound of freedom, the open road, really good times. And this is what it sounds like with a drunk guy in it. How do you like the sound of that? Cops are cracking down on drunk motorcycle riders. If you ride drunk, you will get caught and you will get arrested. Drunk riding. Over the limit, under arrest. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Transportation.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Shop with the experts. A 5-carat certified colorless tennis bracelet is just $1,650 at cleanorigin.com or their retail stores. Mention code RADIO10 for 10% off.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're going to be tracking clouds and showers out there this afternoon, but as we go towards tonight, we'll be looking at improvements. Look for a few pop-up showers late tonight with a low of 62. There could be a brief shower before noon on Saturday, but Saturday afternoon looks like a 10 out of 10. Sunny skies with a high of 80. I'm Doppler 10 meteorologist Phil Robichaud on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Off topic is on brand. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Friday. It's Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971.
You all right with the
Text
indigestion?
the burner phone, 614-787-3093. Normally, I don't get heartburn, but I'm assuming this is what this is.
Oh, it's
got the angina.
It's either that or, maybe you're having, it could be. How's your arm feeling?
My arm's fine.
Okay, no tingling?
No.
Okay, that's good.
If I start pounding on my chest here, who's certified? Who wants to give me the...
Certified?
Well, because back in the day...
this radio studio?
I had to be certified when I was a camp counselor.
Oh, well, yeah.
I was a camp counselor for the youngins. So if anything happened, I had to spring into action.
Like CPR, you're saying?
CPR? Yeah. Heimlich? All that.
They certify you for Heimlich?
I don't know, but that's something I had to learn.
Oh, okay.
I had to learn Heimlich.
I get why you have to do CPR.
Well, I mean, we used to have lunch outside. What if a kid is choking on a hot dog?
Absolutely. You got to. No, I'm saying that just seems like you just go behind someone and squeeze really hard and hope that it.
I mean, it seems like that's all that it would be, but there's more to it than that.
Oh,
you got
is
to
there?
squeeze in the right spot.
True enough.
You have to have the right thrusting velocity.
Okay.
I'm just saying, this is what they teach you.
It's just
thrust
a weird
velocity.
Phrase. The phrase, it sounds like a band in the 80s.
Thrust velocity?
Thrusting velocity sounds like something that.
Are you ready to rock?
Yeah, they are on tour with Whitesnake, of course.
Maybe they're playing at Historic Crew Stadium today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Got Sonic Temple going on.
Mm-hmm.
Valhalla, also where the PGA Championship is happening.
And never again.
No.
Never.
Sorry.
Never
that
again.
ain't happening.
Sorry,
Louisville. You're not going there again.
You'll have to enjoy your horsies and baseball bat factory. That's it for you.
That's all they wrote for Bozo right there, folks. That's
right.
done.
That's it.
But that also, Valhalla sounds like a band that might be playing at Sonic Temple. Like a Viking heaven or something.
Adnan Verk talking about Valhalla.
Well, even talking about the story.
Wow.
It's Valhalla. Valhalla and Scotty Scheffler.
Wow. Hey, I'm here with former Lions quarterback David Blau.
Well, and then him even trying to say the city. We're in Valhalla where Scotty Scheffler was arrested by law and police. It's just like, what are you saying? Louisville seems like a tough one for him.
You know what the biggest surprise for me was when I heard that Scotty Scheffler was arrested and he was driving the car, and the fact that Scotty Scheffler just drives his own car into the thing. Like, wouldn't he have a driver?
I'm with you. I'm kind of surprised by that too, that even if it's like his caddy, right? You'd think him and his caddy come in at the same time. The caddy drives.
But you know what?
He's just chilling out.
Different caddy this weekend.
Why is that?
I don't know why, but I remember reading about that Scotty Scheffler's not with his regular caddy. So maybe if his regular caddy was there, this entire thing's avoided.
Oh, man.
Think about
the salty text that guy's firing up just to be like, oh, hey, how was jail? I would have driven you in like I always did, but you fired me. Remember that?
Do you see who picked him up from jail?
No.
The owner of the Valhalla.
Whoa.
The golf course showed up.
That would be the first level of olive branch. If you felt like he got done wrong there a little bit. And the golf course is trying to save face just because it's been a bad morning. Someone has tragically died.
I'm just saying, look,
at your gate.
Yeah, I'm not saying the police were at fault. I have no idea, right?
Well,
but let's just say there's some question mark about how overzealous this cop was, right?
Sure.
You got Scotty Scheffler in the police station. He's in the orange jumpsuit, which I'm sure is standard procedure.
Yeah, it's just not what you want for your golf tournament to be like, oh, hey, here's one of our main participants.
He was cuffed. His mugshot was taken. And picture if that was here. And then you're in the police station and Nicholas just rolls in there and picks him up. Says, that's my guy right there. I don't know when Grover from Sesame Street got here.
No,
everybody.
That's his voice.
That's my guy right there.
That's him. That's exactly.
You get your hands off my guy right there. Come on.
No, here's my thought. I actually believe if Jack came to bail you out of jail in like Dublin or Columbus after something happened in Muirfield, the person is like, actually, just leave me in here because I feel like Jack's probably going to scream at me. What the hell's the matter with you?
He's going to scream at somebody.
Right. Why are you messing up my tournament?
Whether it's Scheffler or the local law enforcement, someone's getting
someone's getting screamed at. Well, I'm sure the Valhalla guy wasn't just like, this is all good. Everybody, high five, everybody. Great job. He's mad at someone today for sure. He's yelling at someone. Yeah, I saw this. Drew tweeted us and said, I think a detail you guys have been missing is that supposedly the PGA, in coordination with local police, were telling golfers in marked vehicles to do what Scheffler did. Well, yeah, we kind of mentioned that, right? That he was told to go this way.
To go that way.
The difference was, and he didn't know this. This is not on him. The police were there. The separate police were there. Different part of the police force was there to do an investigation on this accident where a man tragically died. And so he's saying, I can totally see how Scheffler pulls up and says, yeah, I know you're telling everybody else they can't go. See the vehicle? I get through here. He probably came through the same way yesterday. Or
he's been going all week.
A similar version of this. Maybe they told him a different entrance today for security purposes or something, but he probably went through a similar procedure yesterday and was like someone put their hands up or someone looked at him and then waved him through. They said this whole thing was supposed to be a wave through. And then someone's getting in front of him saying, you're not supposed to be here. And he's probably rolling his eyes saying, yeah, okay. I'm not supposed to be here. Do you not see the
maybe-
vehicle? Do you not see the sign?
Maybe the officer put his hand up, like the halt.
Yeah.
Right? Like, no, you stop.
Yeah.
But Scotty Scheffler thought it was a wave.
Or he was like, high five, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
number one
how you
golfer.
doing?
I know you want no autographs right now, Chief. And he's like, don't call me Chief. Also, stop. And then just like jumped on his vehicle.
Well, and true. Look, I'm sure there was confusion. I'm sure Scotty Scheffler didn't do all of this on purpose, but I also didn't see any other golfers being let out in handcuffs today.
Well, that's
no one else was arrested for doing the same thing.
Yes, that's the question, right? It might have been just an unfortunate timing, right? Where other golfers did the same thing. No one had died yet. There wasn't an accident where someone got killed. And then by the time the next wave of people start coming in, or maybe he was the first one today. I don't know. They said
Well,
other
he was
golfers,
getting there early.
Yeah, he was getting there early.
He was getting there early because he wanted to work out. See, what I enjoy about all of this is that it's like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
He's there. This accident happened about 5 o'clock. I think he was pulling in like 6 o'clock, something like that.
Okay.
So he pulls in, arrested, brought to jail, gets out of jail at like 10:30.
Oh, it was before that.
Was it?
Yeah, because he teed off at 10:08 today. I did see that. He made his tee. He got to the thing about 9 o'clock.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so he was at the jail for a while, enough to get the mugshot and put on the orange garb and all that.
Yeah.
Owner of the golf course shows up. Come with me, Leather. You're with me. He gets in the car with this guy.
Grover from Sesame Street.
Grover's probably giving him all the COVID vaccine theory stuff on the way. Let me try. And here's another thing they don't tell you about Fauci. And so he's getting that the whole way. Then he gets in, and the reports are he gets there 50 minutes before his tea time, walks into the little cafeteria area, grabs a whole plate of eggs, sits down and said, hey, how's everybody going? And just eats his eggs and then goes out there. And what is he today? 8 under so far?
Yeah, he's I want to say he was in the top 5. I don't know if he's still up there. I'm looking
What's
at
he doing,
leaderboard. It doesn't
Teddy?
look like he's up there right now.
Looks like he's going to finish today at 9 under par.
9 under, it's pretty good.
2 shots back at the lead, and he's in 3rd place.
Dirty Russians involved. China and Russia.
Problem was, you get in that car to be taken back from the jail. You have to listen to a tape made by his buddy Aaron Rodgers of dolphin sex noises to keep you young and vivacious.
That's right. We're going to darkness retreat.
This joke makes no sense except to you and me.
This is funny to me. I'm sorry. It's just funny to me. Fans are still riding with Ryan Day. We're going to talk about it next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
We've got stop and go traffic on eastbound 70 on the west side between Mound Street and 315, and you'll run into a 5-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
The standing room only, with all eyes on the 18th green.
There was some speed to this.
The sudden roars.
Gauged it just right.
That Sunday celebration.
From Oslo to Ohio, Victor Hovland is the champion.
It's better live. Join us at the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday, June 3rd through 9th. Visit memorialtickets.com today.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Right now during Ram season, well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2024 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for $479 a month for 42 months with $4,279 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial. Extra charge for miles over 35,000. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 6/3/2024.
Hey there, friends. Bo here. You planning that summer vacation? Skip the long lines in the crowded cities. Get away in an RV from my friends at RCD RV. Summer nights will soon be calling, and RCD RV is here to take your camping experience to the next level. They provide the best brands, the best service, awesome after-sales support. They are family-owned and operated in Central Ohio for over 50 years. You will feel it the second you walk on one of their lots. Over 650 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. 3 locations to serve you in Central Ohio or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Score a goal with the Love My Crew checking account from Pathways, the checking account that rewards you for supporting the crew. Learn more at pathwayscu.com. Pathways Financial Credit Union, official credit union of the Columbus Crew, federally insured by NCUA.
Do you subscribe to the Fans YouTube channel? Well, why not? Catch our best interview, Stupid Man and Bone videos, and live video of our shows as they happen.
You can participate in your neighborhood watch.
Search 971 The Fan and subscribe today.
Don't miss your opportunity to experience the power and quality of Kubota firsthand at CEC Turf and Tractor Kubota Orange Days sales event on Friday, May 17th. This is your opportunity to demo tractors, plus take a look at zero-turn mowers, utility vehicles, and more. Ask about their competitive financing offers and get a coupon up to $500 off Kubota equipment. Join CEC Turf and Tractor Kubota Orange Days sales event, noon to 6 p.m. on Friday, May 17th to experience it for yourself. For more information, visit cecturfandtractor.com.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency, just another way to give your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help you save money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. And I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. But that's not just a slogan. It's the Care creed, not Creed the band. Yeah! It's the way they live their life and the way they strive to be remembered by you, the customer, at the end of every interaction with Care. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Today's special value is 3 hours of stupid. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Friday. Common Man and T-Bone brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. I promise no more bad Jack Nicklaus impersonations today.
You know what?
No.
A couple people in the live stream chat for YouTube said this is one of them. Had a couple people saying this is one of them.
No, it definitely ain't one of them.
All right. Just letting you know.
You know who's having one of them, though?
Who's that?
Livy Dunn's boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Starting against the Cubs today.
Paul Skeens.
Buster Screen,
the number 2 prospect in all of Major League Baseball, who is making his second start. They call him the Skeens Machine, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, through 4 innings, from what I understand, we have the game on, but I can't see the stats, and I didn't bother to look it up. But it appears that he has gone perfecto through the first 4 with 7 sit-downs in that 4 innings.
Is Livy there today?
Yeah, oh yeah.
She's dancing on the rooftops?
Well, I saw them interviewing her before the game, but I don't know if that was from the previous one, because didn't he had a previous
start which was shortened by a rain delay.
But was that also in Chicago?
No.
Oh, then
it was against the Cubs, but I think it was in Pittsburgh.
Okay, then she's here because she was at Wrigley being interviewed, so it appears she's there.
All right,
let her live.
I did see several Pirate fans customize their own jerseys. Have you seen this?
No.
Well, you buy the official jersey, you can get any name and number you want on there, as long as the store does not deem it inappropriate. So they decided to get pirate jerseys that say done on the back, and then the number is 69. Hey.
Why?
Why not?
I mean, why not? You're right. Why not? You're right.
So I'm reading The Athletic today, and they've got a survey for Ohio State fans, okay?
Okay.
Just getting a little pulse of the fans who are subscribers to The Athletic. What would a successful season be for Ohio State? There were 593 responses. The number one answer with 48.6% was Big Ten title, national title game appearance. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two with 28.5% is national championship. So anything less than that, not successful. 12.3%, beating Michigan is all that matters. 9.8%, Big Ten title, college football quarterfinal appearance. 0.8% said playoff appearance. For me, there's a very simple answer. Beating Michigan is not even in the discussion. Like, it needs to be done.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I was going to say, I mean, yes.
No, we're not even having that discussion.
That's for it to be a successful season.
That's only one component.
I think you have three components. I don't know if that's where you're going. I'm going three components to a successful season for me.
All right, what do you say?
Beat Michigan.
Yes.
Big Ten title.
Yes.
And then national championship game, I will say appearance. And a chance to win the national title.
Yeah, so that's the number one answer here. Big Ten title, national title game appearance. It doesn't say beat Michigan in there, but I think that's implied. If you're saying Big Ten title, I know there's a way to do it without beating Michigan, but listen here, people. It is happening this year. I know I said it was happening last year.
I'm not saying anything's happening this year.
I'm saying it.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm at home.
I'm not saying
Forget
anything.
about it.
I got
half their team left. They won the national championship.
That's right. Yeah. Just like last year, right? Where it's like, oh, this team, they're a bunch of, look at these bums. We got the defense fixed, and everybody thought last year. I'm not saying anything.
I'm saying.
Good. You can say all you want. I'm telling you, I got nothing to say.
Done. I believe in Ryan Day. We'll get more of that in a second.
Okay.
Who will be Ohio State's MVP? Travion Henderson was number one with 25.4%. A close number two, 24.9%. Starting quarterback, whoever that is.
Well, all right. I was going to say with the Travion Henderson thing, I'd like that to be the case. We saw last year a lot of times where he wasn't available or wasn't on the field due to injuries. Am I wrong?
No, you're
okay.
Correct.
So I'm going to say, as much as I would like that to be the case, I think there's a very good reason they went out in the transfer portal and said, let's add to the running back room. Not because Travion Henderson sucks or anything like that. Running back, Big Ten football, combination that often ends in not a full season of 12 games of, 20 snaps a game, 20 carries a game. You're going to have some weeks where you're going to need to share the rock and you're going to have to split carries. So I don't know how I'm surprised that was came out as number one. I guess that's only happening because people want to pick an offensive player. There's no dominant wide receiver. Emeka Egbuka, as much as I'd like him to be that, is not what Marvin Harrison Jr. was.
He got votes on here. 8.6% said Emeka. 11.8% said Quinshon Judkins. Caleb Downs got 11.8%.
No, but if you had a quarterback that was, like Will Howard had been named the starter 2 months ago, and they were just like, he's the starter, he'd probably have more votes. He'd probably be the odds-on favorite.
Right.
Yeah.
Next question is, who do you want to win the starting quarterback job? Will Howard got 84.6% of the vote. Devin Brown got 15.4% of the vote. Here's the deal, man. And I said this last year. You know who I want to win? Whoever's awesome.
Sure.
That's who I want to win the job. I don't care if it's Devin Brown. I don't care if it's Will Howard. I want one of these guys to step up and be awesome and make the decision easy. Because in my opinion, you're only going to be as good as your quarterback play. I know there's a lot of question marks on this team. Can the defense hold up? Chip Kelly's calling plays now. How good is the offensive line? I get all that. But if your quarterback play is inconsistent again, forget about it.
No, there's no chance. I agree that the quarterback has to be the best. But I'm with you. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Aaron Nolan. I don't do whatever you got to do. Whoever's the best guy, let that guy go out there and be the starter. I just hope that we have someone who is able to go and play the majority of the snaps and is not going to get injured. And unfortunately, we know that one of the guys that's in this battle right now in Devin Brown, has unfortunately had some injury issues. That's not his fault. It's just a reality.
He's had some injury issues, and when he has had an opportunity to play, he has not looked good.
And maybe that's because of all the injuries.
Well,
I don't know.
Fine, whatever. What's your biggest worry about the 2024 Buckeyes? I was a little surprised by this one, but again, this is Athletic subscribers, so they fancy themselves smart Buckeye fans. 77.6% said offensive line. 17.5% said quarterback. Look, I know offensive line is hairy. I got it. I'm concerned as well. Let's also not pretend that the quarterback is not the most important position on the field. If you have a quarterback playing at an elite level, you can overcome a lot around you, including an offensive line. Ask Joe Burrow. Now, I'm not saying I want that to be the case, where you have to be such a good quarterback that you can play with this sieve offensive line that's letting everything in. But the reason why the offensive line was exposed so much last year is because Gomer Pyle behind them could not do anything with it.
Well, we said last year, like, if Kyle McCord wins this job, he's going to be awesome. He's going to be good. The guy who wins the job is going to be great, right? Because that's what you get at Ohio State. And then I think everyone last year after the season could say he was pretty good. He was not great. He
was good.
Okay, he was good. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm also not trying to diminish that he did have plenty of games that were pretty solid. The reality is it wasn't good enough. So if that position, to your point, is not good or is not good enough, is not excellent, I guess I should say, then it doesn't matter if the offensive line is good.
It's all dependent on where you want to go. We just talked about where we want to go.
Yeah.
We want to go to the national championship.
It's definitely going to matter if the offensive line is terrible, but if you have, I don't know, the Dallas Cowboys of the 90s, if you have their offensive line in front of whoever's playing quarterback, and then that quarterback isn't making good reads, isn't making good throws.
Here's my question for you. What would you rather have? Would you rather have an average offensive line and a great quarterback, or a great offensive line and an average quarterback? Yeah. I'll hang up and listen for your answer. Because I know what I'm picking.
Yeah, I'd rather have C.J. Stroud or Justin Fields back there.
With an average offensive
line, 100%.
Yes. All right, more survey results coming up next. Colin Mann and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're going to find slower traffic on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between Livingston Avenue and I-70. And be aware of a couple minutes slowdown on eastbound 70 on the east side between Hamilton Road and 270. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Have you been longing for that new car feeling? Let Z-Bart revitalize your vehicle with industry-leading products and services with options like professional detailing, Z-Bart undercoating, Rhino lining spray on bed liners, and Z-Bart window tint. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole. For 97.1, the Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Glow Fiber. Glow Fiber Business is now in Ohio. With prepackaged and customized fully fiber optic business internet solutions, call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today.
The best outcomes for treating cancer come from early detection and early diagnosis.
The James Cancer Diagnostic Center at Ohio State is designed
to provide rapid evaluation and a clear diagnosis.
We are transforming care by giving patients direct access
to cancer experts who study and treat cancer every day.
If you think you have cancer, the choice is clear.
Choose the James Cancer Diagnostic Center.
Working your way through that honey-do list? More flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Call the Waterworks, trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Now at UDF, buy 3 everyday favorites with UDrive Plus to quickly stack an extra 20 cents in gas savings. That includes snacks like Fritos and Doritos, candy like M&M's and Reese's, and ice cream like ours. UDF, made for you. Specially marked products with an opted-in UDrive account.
Always at the forefront of new technology, Tire Discounters announces our latest breakthrough, TD Chat BS. This software allows us to detect untruths, deceptions, and even outright lies.
Let's listen in as we call a local car dealer.
Hi, I drive your model of auto or truck. I need servicing.
Oh, that's great. You should always call the dealer for service to make sure your warranty stays intact.
Untruth.
Excuse me?
I can attend at Tire Discounters for all services, even for all manufacturers' scheduled maintenance. Warranty not affected.
No, see.
Afflicted. No, affected was right.
But it's only us dealers who really know our own models.
Deception. Tire Discounters ASE technicians are certified experts for all makes and models.
Okay, maybe.
How many dollars do you charge me for? As few as Tire Discounters?
We are not that much more.
Outright lie. Ending call now. Bye.
No,
Adios. Aloha. Hasta la pasta.
Are you hangry for Buckeye baseball? Matt Andrews brings you every Big Ten game on our family of fan networks. 1460 AM, The Fan's HD2, and The Fan app. Your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
I'm Kelly Burris, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. For over 3 decades, Cordell & Cordell has been on the front lines of family law. Divorce is more than just a legal process. It's a life-changing event that can impact your future, finances, and your relationship with your children. You've worked hard to build a life you're proud of, and you deserve a legal partner who will work just as hard to protect it.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Check out this great deal on select beverages. Body Armor Super Drink, Powerade, or Arizona Tea are on sale for only 77 cents each with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Big things are happening on the east side.
We're ready to deal. Come negotiate during May's Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Lower payments, better financing, more value for any trade. Shop lindsayhonda.com and see new Hondas with thousands in savings plus many other deals. We'll work hard to get you a payment you can afford. Now, during May Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference.
See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
When it comes to getting a new roof, are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Whether residential or commercial, Schottenstein Roofing meets the needs of every customer. From roof installation and repair to siding and gutters, you name it, we do it. Call Schottenstein Roofing, 614-321-8888 to schedule your free inspection today. Go to schottensteinroofing.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Barely famous, incredibly stupid. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Please subscribe to the podcast of this dumb show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge, including the weekend show, which is now podcast only, people. So it'll drop in your feed tomorrow. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. You can also watch us live on YouTube. If we're live here in the studio, then it's live on YouTube. Just go search 971 The Fan, click on the live button. Here we are. Hello, I'm waving at you right now. Sorry, we're ugly. The Athletic has asked Ohio State fans how confident they are. What are they concerned about coming into this football season? 594 responses on this question. Rate your confidence in Ryan Day entering this season. This is perhaps the most surprising result of them all for me. 40.2% said very confident. 39.4% said somewhat confident. 8.2% said neutral. I don't know how you can be neutral. I understand going up to somebody at the mall and saying, hey, what's your thoughts on Ryan Day this season? And maybe somebody who's stepping out of Hot Topic says, I don't know. Neither bad nor good. But if you are an Ohio State fan and you subscribe to The Athletic,
right?
I assume you're a pretty hardcore fan. How are you neutral on anything?
So, I don't know. Unless people don't understand what neutral means. If you're saying, I don't have a lot of faith in him, well, that's fine.
That's a different answer.
They had an option. It's not like you want him fired, and it's not like you think he's the greatest coach of all time, but there are nuances between love, hate, neutral. There's
what do you think of White Castle? Neutral. No. It doesn't exist.
You either kind of enjoy it, really enjoy it, and you don't like it a lot, but you'll eat it occasionally, or you never eat it because it's the worst thing ever. There's no neutral on that.
So neutral, 8.2%. Slightly concerned, 6.6%. Extremely concerned, 5.6%. So he's got pretty much the entire fan base very confident or somewhat confident.
Again, let's remind ourselves, this is of the people who are taking surveys for a pay sports website that is, yes, like that I'm saying, that's a segment of fandom. It doesn't represent everyone. And it's certainly, I don't know if that would be reflected by all in Ohio State.
I know what should happen. I know what needs to happen. But people, we have to see it happen. I'm not saying that I'm extremely concerned at this point, but I am slightly concerned. Put me in with the 6.6%. Slightly concerned. How can you not be?
What was the combined slightly concerned and very concerned? What's the number there?
11%.
You're telling me 90% of Buckeye fans are basically saying they're not concerned at all about Ryan Day?
Yeah, they're either neutral, somewhat confident, or very confident.
That shocks me.
That shocks me too.
I guess we just want to believe what we want to believe, right? The reality is, I don't think it's wrong to point out that Ryan Day has had rosters. We can nitpick individual positions. We could talk about Honda McCord last year if you want to. That's fine. I'm just saying we can do that all day. But if you think that roster last year wasn't good enough to go out and win a national title with some better coaching decisions made during games, that's a fact. I'm not saying that to hate on Ryan Day. I'm saying no coach is perfect. No players are perfect. Ryan Day certainly made decisions throughout the season that did not help his team win a national championship. He would probably tell you that too if you got him on a true serum or lie detector test. So to say you have really no concerns about this when a team has lost 3 straight to your rivals and you haven't won the Big Ten, I don't know. That seems like maybe it's a sign that if they don't do it again this year, that could be a problem. I don't have blind confidence in this guy. That's all I'm saying.
Listen to me, and I think you agree with me on this. You and I are both rooting for Ryan Day.
Of course.
Number one, because we're just Buckeye fans and we want the team to win. Number two, because Ryan Day seems like a genuinely good guy.
Absolutely.
And
right.
I want him to have success. But I have to see it first.
Yeah.
You know, I have to see him go out and take care of business against Michigan, win the Big Ten, go compete for a national championship. I mean, to your point, if somewhat concerned, not concerned at all, he gave up play calling duties. He said he was going to do it last year, didn't.
Right.
Gave up play calling duties, brought in Chip Kelly to be his guy this year.
Yes.
A coach with no concerns doesn't do that.
Well, right. I understand, though. I'm sure there are a lot of Buckeye fans. And this is where I can't get there. I am not this person. I am reminded of Charlie Brown and Lucy, right? Pulling the football out when he goes to kick it. That analogy or that idea, that metaphor, whatever you want to call it, where you think, no, this time I'm going to get that football. I'm going to kick it. And then it gets pulled away from you again. I have always been someone who doesn't like to keep going back and doing the same thing in my head mentally when I don't see proof of it. I understand totally the transfer portal's better. You got rid of play calling, and you didn't just hire anyone. You hired a great college football play caller. You can say what you want about him as a head coach in the NFL or otherwise.
You're right.
But as a play caller, Chip Kelly's one of the best, and he and Ryan Day have a relationship that goes back many years. So that should be a good thing. He should have a comfort level there. Defense should continue to improve as you have now a setup system that's been there for a few years. All these things are true. Does that mean everything you set up works? No, that's why they play the games. And if you're asking me how I feel about that, I'm shocked that basically 90% of Ohio State fans are saying, yeah, we're not worried about Ryan Day and his job as the head coach. We're not talking about him winning 10 games, folks. We're talking about his ability to beat Michigan, Big Ten title, national championship appearance. You're not 90% of people feel like, yeah, that's going to happen. No problem. I don't feel that way at all.
Rate your confidence in the offense with Chip Kelly calling plays. 61.4% very confident. 32.5% somewhat confident. The neutrals are back. 4.1% neutral. 1% extremely concerned and 1% slightly concerned.
Another way to look at that is 90% are confident in Chip Kelly as a play caller.
No, 98%.
Well, yeah, right, because there's 2% that said somewhat or very concerned.
Yes. Okay. Neutral, somewhat confident, and very confident.
I'm just
98%.
We're not watching sports the same way, I guess, because when I watch sports, I see things that have like a 75% level of confidence, and I go, well, that should happen. And then it doesn't. Routinely. Things you think are going to happen don't. So I can't get that confident with this Buckeye team, with any team, let alone one that's been, as this team has gone, left some meat on the bone.
One more. What will Ohio State's regular season record be? 55.1% said 12-0. 11.1% said 40.8% said 11-1.
Okay.
3.1% said 10-2. 0.6% said 9-3. 0.4% said 8-4 or worse.
4% were neutral.
There was no neutral here. Neutral was not an option. So 55.1% say 12-0, baby. Let's go.
I mean, I'd like to believe that.
I'm with him.
I do.
I'm with him.
At Oregon.
Let's go.
At Oregon.
Hell with Oregon.
Eugene Levy's got me nervous, baby.
I don't know who he is. Eugene Levy's got me. He's ready to go.
Okay, good. I'm a little worried about Oregon.
Eugene Levy.
There you go.
Fatboy Food Tip is coming up next. I'm going to give you a warning. We're going to do a deep dive today with Fatboy Food Tip. So if you're not interested in talking about Wendy's for like 30 minutes, I'm just saying, I got plans for Fatboy Food Tip today. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a 5-minute slowdown on eastbound 270 on the north outer belt between 315 and 23. And watch out for a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of westbound 70 on the east side at 270. This report is sponsored by Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities. Sometimes life can be overwhelming. Crisis Text Line can help. If you are struggling and feel like you can't talk to anyone about it, text 4HOPE to 741-741. Free confidential support. Crisis Text Line. Text 4HOPE to 741-741 now. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors. Voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Scotty Vegas here for Maxima Concrete. If you need a driveway, garage, patio, even an in-ground pool, Maxima Concrete are the guys to call. They did a great job for me, and they'll take care of you too. Schedule a free estimate today at MaximaConcrete.com.
Hey, it's Anthony for my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. You know what Rich is up to? He's got Memorial Day sales going all month long. Interest rates starting as low as 1.90% on the 2024s. The Civic LX sedan, the Accord LX sedan, and CRV LX two-wheel drives. And he's going to throw you an extra $1,000 for your trade. He wants to give you the best deal in town, and you will not be disappointed. Germain Honda of Dublin is my Honda dealer in Central Ohio, and hopefully yours on Sawmill Parkway, just south of 270.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from the other window place.
Wilson, what's with the magic wand?
I'm trying to make our screens do that vanishing thingy yours do.
You mean the disappearing roll screens? Where the screen is there if you want it, or retracts and disappears if you don't?
Yeah, now, is that done with real magic?
No, it's not.
So I should probably take back the wizard's robe.
Yeah, I would. Get the window that Columbus homeowners rate the most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here for my friends at RCD RV. And when you want to get away, there's no better solution than hitting the open roads in an RV. Brings me back to my youth out west, under the stars, fresh mountain air. That could all be yours, and your journey starts at RCD RV. RCD has RVs to meet every budget with new campers as low as $13,995 and Ohio's best selection of pre-owned travel trailers, fifth-wheelers, motorhomes. 3 locations to serve you in Central Ohio or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Common Man here. Let me tell you about my new friends, Sell for 1% Realtors. This is a new company for me. They were interested in working with me, so they went for a CAT scan. When that passed, I needed to meet the family to see what they were all about, if they were a good fit. And when I say meet the family, I mean it. Sell for 1% is totally family run right here in Columbus. The premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your house for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. And they do everything you'd expect from the 6% people. This is full service, not a discount service. Here's how they do it. Technology has made the realtor's job easier, from taking photos to signing documents on your phone, but their prices have remained the same, even though the realtor's not putting in the same time they used to. Sell for 1% passes the savings on to you because they know you're going to be impressed with the service and then tell people about it. On average, customers save over $10,000 in commissions. I didn't know about these guys 10 years ago. Don't be stupid like me and pay more than you have to. If you're selling, give my guys a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Open your door to a gorgeous Nature Stone garage floor. This is Paul Keels for Nature Stone. This month only, save up to 50% during their May is for Moms sales event. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keel. Second round of the PGA Championship in Louisville at Valhalla. Colin Morikawa, the leader. 11 under par, a stroke better than Xander Schauffele, 2 better than Thomas Tetry and Scotty Scheffler. Ohio State today getting a commitment from safety Keenan Nelson Jr., who will transfer from South Carolina. Nelson comes to the Buckeyes with 3 years of eligibility, played in 15 games and started 4 for the Gamecocks. Baseball schedule, Columbus Clippers hosting Louisville tonight. Cincinnati Reds play the second of a series in L.A., trying for back-to-back wins against the Dodgers. Cleveland Guardians begin a series at home with Tampa Bay. NBA playoffs, it's New York at Indiana. Knicks lead the Pacers 3-2. Hockey playoffs tonight, it's Florida at Boston and Dallas at Colorado. This update brought to you by Nature Stone. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Murdering brain cells, one show at a time. Back to Man and Bone.
It is Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Now, I know that, sometimes in life, and rightfully so, women feel like they're overshadowed by men, right? When you read a news article that says something like, I don't know, name your famous person.
Oh, I don't. Jason Kelsey. No? Who are we going
That's
for?
actually not a good comparison here. Well, I guess so.
Jason, not Travis.
Let's J.J. Watt. He's married to
that's a good point. I forget.
Soccer player.
I forget her
anyway,
name.
She's very successful.
Yeah.
And when people say, "Oh, you're just saying J.J. Watt's wife, why don't you call her by her name?" They get all upset with you. And rightfully, I understand. I get it. But right now I'm watching this Pirates-Cubs game. And all I can think is, wow, Livy Dunn's boyfriend's having himself quite a day.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
It's the other way around. He has not given up a hit through, 5 1/3. Now, the bad news is he's up to around 90 pitches.
Yeah.
So clearly he's not going to finish this game. But
one would think not.
No.
And just got one hit on the ground, but that's a put out.
No, he's going to 5 2/3 now.
So by the way, there was. Well, go ahead. Sorry, I mean to cut you off.
I'm going to say we're talking about pitch counts here.
Yeah,
this was just a couple days ago. This was back on May 15th, 45 years ago. From May 15th, Nolan Ryan threw 235 pitches.
What?
And struck out 19 batters in a 13-inning appearance.
Oh, my.
Yes. I'm just saying. We talk about pitch counts like, well, he's up at about 90. I don't know. Nolan Ryan pitched 13 innings, struck out 19 batters, and threw 235 pitches.
I want to say when Johan Santana threw his no-hitter for the Mets, which is obviously one of the few baseball facts I can kind of remember because I'm a Mets fan, but the Nohan, as they called that game, I want to say threw upwards of like $130 or maybe even closer to 150.
I want to say he was in the 140s.
Okay, yeah, I'm saying he was up there. It was one of the highest pitch counts in fairly recent memory because even back then you weren't seeing guys go more than 110. You usually didn't see high pitch counts like that. And Nolan Ryan, you said went how many?
13 innings
and
245. Was it 245? Is that what I said?
Something. Yeah, whatever you said.
235. 235.
Over
pitches.
200 pitches in an outing. Ridiculous.
That Johan Santana no-hitter, too, was the first no-hitter in Mets history.
Yes, that's right.
I'm trying to look at how many.
It's a big deal. My dad actually has a Johan Santana Christmas tree ornament that he busts out every Christmas because, that's what you get in my dad's house if you throw a no-hitter for his boyhood club.
134 pitches.
Right.
It's actually not as many as I thought it was.
But I remember at the time, everyone said, because I think he got injured later in the year or maybe something happened not long after that where I think he had to get surgery, blew out an arm, something. And people were fairly or unfairly pointing to that outing and saying, well, maybe if you don't have this guy go 130 pitches, it's like, well, Nolan Ryan, meanwhile, that's definition
he's a freak of nature, too.
I was going to say, all these guys want to say they're built different. Nolan Ryan actually built different that was a different era, a different time. He grew up playing the game differently than guys do now. But there's not a chance someone could go do that now and be okay the rest of the season.
No.
Because guys aren't conditioned for it. They're not regularly throwing over 120 pitches an outing.
They haven't done this in youth ball. And you have to understand, too, you got pitchers throwing breaking balls at 8.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that's going to affect you when you're 22 and playing big league ball. You also have Nolan Ryan was not throwing a 93-mile-an-hour breaking ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He was throwing hard. Much like Billie Eilish, he's throwing hard and soft. Okay? Now it's just hard and hard.
What was the Billie Eilish hard and soft thing? I didn't.
Isn't that her new album? Is that what it's called?
Hit
me hard and soft or something with the soft. And
she can hit me any way she wants to, for what it's worth.
All that. I want to be knee-deep in lunch. Something.
Okay.
Fatboy Food Tap!
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fatboy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
Now, before I take a deep dive on Wendy's in the 90s, Bone has a little taste review that he'd like to give you.
I went to Wendy's this morning and intended to get the breakfast, and I did, but I keep forgetting that they have that new breakfast burrito, which to my recollection, what I remember this morning was it had bacon, eggs, and the little the fried potato things they do in the morning. Their version of hash browns has some of those in there, and then a bunch of cheese, including a Swiss cheese sauce is what it says on the menu board. So
Swiss cheese goo.
Yeah, like a molten cheesy goo. And I ordered this. I got the combo meal. It was very good. I enjoyed it. However, here's what I would say. I'm going to have to go back and try it again because I feel like I didn't get enough sauce in the one that I got, which happens. I'm not dinging Wendy's for this.
Doesn't it come with the Cholula sauce?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It does come with hot sauce, but those are in a packet in the bag. You can put that on as much or as little as you want.
Did you apply it?
No, because I was driving.
Maybe that would have made the difference.
You're right. So what I'm going to do next time is I'm going to get it and take it to a spot where I can actually use the sauce where I'm sitting still, not trying to drive my car. So I have two hands available. But yeah, I will give it another shot. I liked it. I thought it could use a little bit more lubrication.
Oh, we need more lube.
Well, I think it could
hit me hard and soft.
A little bit more cheese sauce, but you're right. If I'd have put the hot sauce in there, it might have just done the trick. In either case, I'm willing to guess I didn't get the full amount of cheese goo I was supposed to in this, because other than that, it was delicious. So, yeah, I really liked it. I would recommend trying it. If you like all those type of ingredients, then go for it.
I fell down a wormhole last night, and I went on the website, The Daily Meal, and they had a story with this headline, which is going to get me every single time. 26 Wendy's menu items from the 1990s you probably forgot about. Okay. Now, I'd forgotten how many of these I remember and how many I actually wish were still there, because I remember eating them and they were good. The country fried steak sandwich. Do you remember this?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Debuted in 1990, lasted about 4 years. It was 99 cents. It was just lightly breaded fried steak with lettuce and mayo. That was it.
How could that be
Value
bad?
sandwich.
How could that be bad?
It wasn't bad. I remember it was not bad.
I would
Dave's
eat that.
Deluxe.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing I remembered here. When Dave Thomas was running the show himself, I'm sure he had corporate chefs and, board members and all this, but when Dave Thomas was banging, he was the guy at Wendy's.
Yeah.
He was the guy that said, I want a burger that tastes like this, and he'd put it together, and they would test it, of course, but a lot of these were Dave's creations. I forgot how pretty much every single special burger at Wendy's in the 90s had grilled onions on them.
You're right.
I love grilled onions, and so did Dave. Dave loved his onions, and he'd put it on pretty much every single burger. The Dave's Deluxe, that had grilled onions on it. It had bacon on it. It was delicious.
I'm not a huge grilled onions guy, but I would actually say that would be a good move for them, because I can always get it without if I don't want it. But you're right, that would differentiate you from a lot of other places. No one else is putting grilled onions on most of their foods, right? On most of their burgers. Wendy's does it with the bagel sandwich with the sausage, or not the sausage, the steak. But very few places are putting a grilled onion on there, so you're right, that's a good call.
Another one that I miss is the bacon mushroom melt.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Grilled sliced mushrooms, 3 strips of bacon with a creamy cheddar cheese sauce. I love cheddar cheese goo. I love it.
Yeah.
The other thing that I enjoyed on occasion was the chicken cordon bleu.
Oh, I missed this one so much.
It had the fried chicken patty. It had a melted Swiss and then some ham on there.
Yeah. And honey mustard, or the Dijon mustard. Yeah.
It actually was Grey Poupon because that was in the commercials.
That's right.
They paid to have the extra Grey Poupon.
Yeah. Didn't they do the commercial? Didn't it have like subtitles or something? Because
I think so. I remember that.
Yeah, it was good marketing. I still remember that sandwich. I miss that I can't have it right now. That was a very good sandwich.
What else do they have on here? Wendy's Melt, which was like a patty melt.
Well, and again, what did that have on it?
Grilled onions.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Quarter-pound burger, sautéed onions, 2 slices of melted Swiss, and a special orange sauce slathered on a toasted Kaiser bun, which, of course, it's a patty melt, so it's like a Thousand Island dressing.
Sure. Can't say, but you probably couldn't say anything close to Thousand Island dressing because McDonald's is like, how dare you? That's ours. And it's like, what
special
it existed
orange
before you.
sauce.
Okay.
Monterey Ranch chicken sandwich. Do you remember the Monterey Ranch chicken sandwich?
I miss all these like ranch chicken sandwiches they used to, because then they have a few different versions of that.
Now they have the Asiago
ranch
chicken sandwich on the menu now, which is very good. But I remember this one specifically because it had Monterey Jack on it. Monterey Jack, bacon, special ranch dressing, and then a fried breast filet.
Yeah. You know what? You could actually tell me, and maybe this is true. I wonder if the people at Wendy's would actually cop to this. That like the Monterey Ranch, the Asiago Ranch, the other, wasn't there another ranch like we were saying?
Yes, the Dijon Ranch chicken sandwich.
I wonder at the end of the day if it was like, yeah, these are all pretty much the same sandwich. We're just calling them by different names.
But they're not, though. There's differences here. Like the Dijon Ranch chicken, released around 1994, limited time offer, found its fried chicken filet with a slice of melted Swiss, right?
Okay.
So it's Swiss, sautéed onions,
yeah. Okay.
and a Dijon Ranch combo sauce.
Okay. All right.
Sign me up for that, man.
Yeah. You know what? I would give that a try even without, I'm not a big onions guy, but I would give it a shot with the onions.
Chicken bacon Swiss.
Yes.
That was another one.
Always a fan of that combo for any place. I always love those.
Junior mozzarella cheeseburger. Do you remember this?
I can't believe I forgot about it, but yes, that was amazing.
This was, we got to take a break.
No.
We got to take, you know what? You think we're done? We're not done.
Oh, we're just getting going.
We're not done. And before we are done, Livy done, T-Bone and I will find our way into that Wendy's test kitchen. Okay? You're either going to let us in or we're going to break in. And we're going to make these sandwiches again.
We're going to ask for some retros.
And we're going to give them back to you, the people.
I will tell you what, that's a mission for me. Now that I am remembering all these sandwiches.
Yes.
I'm getting Biggie size back.
I have another great idea for Wendy's.
Okay.
And if they'd like to make money, they should listen to me. Because I'm their target customer. I'm telling you, great idea for Wendy's. More fatty talk coming up next. Calvin Man and T-Bone on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Watch for an accident that's blocking the left lane on southbound 270 on the east outer belt after 670, causing some holdup there. You'll also hit a delay on southbound 71 on the north side between North Broadway and Hudson Street. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Have you been longing for that new car feeling? Let Z-Bart revitalize your vehicle with industry-leading products and services with options like professional detailing, Z-Bart undercoating, Rhino lining spray on bed liners, and Z-Bart window tint. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save with a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte, each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per 1,000 financed at 48 months. 1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
Atlas Butler is built to keep you comfortable, and our plumbing services are no exception. You can rely on Atlas Butler for trusted, convenient plumbing and drain service. Our expert plumbers and drain specialists can take care of anything, from a broken water heater to a clogged drain. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box, Biatch.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in the testosterone and hormone replacement therapy game. And weight loss too, that's right. Affinity offers semaglutide injections for weight loss in addition to their testosterone treatments so you can lose weight and build muscle. They customize a plan directly for you. They added peptides to my TRT. They've added semaglutide with my friend's testosterone, and the results are amazing. They're pumped about summertime and pool season, so check them out at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Hollywood Lights. Set sail with excitement at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Saturday, May 25th, you could be the lucky winner of a 7-day, all-expenses-paid Caribbean cruise for two. Not a sailor? No problem. Opt for $15,000 in cold hard cash instead. Play your favorite slots and table games throughout May to earn entries. More details at HollywoodColumbus.com. Remember, your adventure awaits at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Proper tree care is an investment that can lead to substantial returns and increased personal enjoyment. Hiring a certified arborist can help care for your trees and add considerable value to your property. Inspections by Ohio ISA certified arborists can often find and mitigate tree defects before they fail. Only professionals with specialized knowledge and training are properly equipped to provide appropriate care. To find an arborist, visit trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Shop with the experts. A 5-carat certified colorless tennis bracelet is just $1,650 at cleanorigin.com or their retail stores. Mention code RADIO10 for 10% off.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of clouds around and mild temperatures in the low to mid-70s with a scattered shower and perhaps a rumble of thunder on this Friday. Overnight, we'll see a lingering shower, some patchy fog and temperatures around 60 degrees. During the day on Saturday, an isolated shower early and an isolated shower or storm later in the afternoon. Otherwise, we'll see some sunshine and stay dry and warmer with temperatures near 80 degrees. With your Doppler 10 forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Happy to be wrong, which is good because they're always wrong. This is Man and Bone.
You know, Bone, there's a couple of things you can always count on me for.
Yeah?
One of them is talking about peepees. The other one is talking about windows. I want to talk to you about my friends at Universal Windows Direct. Maybe you have old, drafty windows in your house. You noticed it this winter that cold air was seeping through. Well, guess what? As the summer weather comes and that air conditioner is running, if the cold air was getting through, then that means the cold air that you're paying for in the house now is getting out, and that's costing you money. See my friends at Universal Windows Direct, because they back everything up with a true 20-year warranty, plus 0% financing for 60 months. Call them today, 614-502-5220. For every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free. Plus the 0% financing for 60 months. That is 5 years. And if you tell them that I said to call, get an additional $250 off your project. So you can call them or visit them online. New website, uwd.com. That is uwd.com. Talking about Wendy's, I came across an article last night. 26 menu items from Wendy's from the 90s that you probably forgot about. Now, I did forget, but I was quickly reminded of a few of these. And I was also reminded the number of these items that had sauteed / grilled onions on them. Because Dave Thomas was running the show back then, and he loved himself some onions. And they would come out with these new burgers and make sure they had sauteed onions on them. And Wendy's, we need it back. I'm telling you, I need it back.
Yeah, dude. I don't know why. I mean, I'm sure they had a reason why they cut all this out. Probably saved them a bunch of money by not having to worry about making sauteed onions, but
come on, man.
Put them back. Let's go.
You know what else I need back? The Junior Mozzarella Cheeseburger. Now, this is one of those value burgers, 99 cents. It had a thick slice of mozzarella cheese on it.
Yes.
Topped with lettuce, tomato, and a zesty Italian herb sauce. The sauce was good.
The zesty Italian herb sauce.
Yes.
I mean, it was it like, I don't remember this. I remember seeing ads for it. I don't remember eating it because I was not an adventurous eater when I was a child. But was this more like an Italian dressing kind of sauce? Was it in that vein?
It had like flavors to that, but it was creamy.
Okay, yeah.
It was like a spread.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Interesting.
Mayonnaise based.
Yeah, I would try that right now if they add that back. Let's go.
What else? Mesquite bacon chicken sandwich and cheeseburger, which had mesquite cured bacon, special sauce.
Dave liked his special sauce back in the day.
We don't sauces.
They don't do a special sauce now, do they? Am I wrong?
I mean, they do sauces.
No, but they don't have one that they just call like Wendy's special sauce. It's always got some name to it, like, you know, you're getting a ranch sauce.
Speaking of sauces, smoky bacon cheeseburger.
That was a great one.
2 slices of smoked cheddar, 3 strips of hickory smoked bacon, sauteed onions, and a savory sauce.
Mm-hmm.
In the print ads, Dave Thomas was quoted as saying, "It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of sandwich."
I totally remember that commercial now. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of sandwich.
To play up its smokiness, TV commercials featured New York firefighters as well as blues legend B.B. King to sing its praises.
Man,
the smoky bacon cheeseburger appeared on and off menus between 1995 and 1999.
Yeah, Wendy's, what are we doing? Like, you're trying to invent new things. Just bring these back. I like the Cinnabon twist thing that you got, right? That's a good one. You can bring some of these things back, too, though. Don't be afraid.
Country French chicken sandwich.
That thing, that was on like a weird bun,
right? It was on like a baguette-looking type of bun.
Yeah.
It was a fried chicken breast. Remember Dave Thomas had the beret on?
Yeah.
He was...
Why do I remember all these Wendy's commercials?
Because they're implanted in your mind.
I didn't realize I remembered all these things. I don't sit around thinking about old Wendy's commercials, but you say that. I can picture the sandwich. I can remember him with the beret on. Yeah.
Had chicken breast filet, slice of Swiss cheese, lettuce, tomato, Dijon sauce on a country fresh roll.
Again, we're getting different sauces than we're getting now, I feel like.
Deluxe double stack. Now, they have the double stack still on the menu now.
Mm-hmm.
But the deluxe double stack was just double what you have now. It was a full quarter pound of beef, and it was only 99 cents.
Oh, God. A quarter pound sandwich for 99 cents.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna get the mail delivered. What am I trying to say?
I don't know.
That's
gonna get the mail delivered.
Gonna mow the lawn, baby.
There you go.
Carrying the mail, I think, is what I was trying to say.
Carrying water? Carrying the mail?
I don't know. Whatever.
Steakhouse bacon cheeseburger. This was introduced in 1998. The TV ads boasted that it's turned Wendy's into a world's first-class steakhouse. first-class steakhouse.
Okay.
The burger was topped with Swiss cheddar blended cheese, bacon, lettuce, tomato, onions, and a steakhouse sauce.
Oh, my.
It was only $2.69.
So steakhouse would probably be like a kind of an A1 kind of sauce, I'm guessing, something like that.
I don't remember it.
I mean, I don't prefer that on my steak, but yeah, I would get it on a burger.
Cheddar loves bacon. Cheddar lovers bacon
Cheddar
cheeseburgers.
lovers, yeah.
That's right. I'm sorry. This was
That thing.
$19.99. 2 slices of cheddar cheese, 3 strips of bacon, a pile of sautéed onions.
He loved his sauté onions.
And a smattering of a creamy cheddar cheese sauce.
Yes.
To top it off.
I do remember this burger.
This was a fat burger. It had 40 grams of fat just in the burger. But you know what? I don't care.
You know what? I think I know what's happened here. I'm guessing the sautéed onions in part went away when all the Super Size Me and all that craze of, oh no.
Biggie size was Wendy's, yeah.
No. But remember the movie Super Size Me?
Yes.
Where the guy ate McDonald's and then after that people were like, oh no, this just in. Food, fat. And they were like, cut it all out. And then all these fast food places were like, we're actually going to serve you a large in a Dixie cup. And we're going to serve you 2 French fries and call that a large because we can't dare be mocked by some guy named Morgan Spurlock or whatever the hell his name was. So because of all that freak out, I think they took a lot of this stuff away. I'm pretty sure that's why they got rid of Biggie size back in the day because they didn't want people to go, I don't want to get so fat eating this food. Bad news. We figured it out how to do it anyway, regardless of the serving size.
You know what they should do? Just give you all the fat stuff, and then right at the drive-thru, they just give you a shot of Ozempic.
Yeah.
They just give it to you right in the gut.
Would you like
an Ozempic with that? Yes, I would.
Would you like a side of belly shot? Yes, I would.
Yes, I would. All right, I promise. Coming up next, I'm going to tell Wendy's how to make money.
Okay.
Because I know these guys are knee-deep, guys and gals, they're knee-deep in their figures and facts, and they think they have their business down. But you know what? I'm sure you think you know what's going on, but the real fatties out there, me and Bone, we know how we want to spend our money.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you how to do it.
Well, you know what their problem is. Sum 41. They're in too deep.
That's right.
They got to get out of it.
They don't see the forest for the trees.
Exactly right.
Cheese, and they're carrying the mail in the water.
Mowing the lawn.
Yeah, let's talk about Fauci is what I do. Hey, everybody. What are you doing? I'm going to pick you up from jail is what I'm going to do. All right. I don't know why you like this so much, but I like the fact that you do like it.
Hey, you want to talk about Fauci?
Yeah, I want to talk about him.
All right.
Let's talk about him
Let's
now.
put it on the tube views.
Yeah, he's not even a real person. He's an alien.
YouTubes.
Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of eastbound 670 after 71. Crews are on scene there causing some holdup. And we've got a 5-minute delay on eastbound 33 between 270 and Ebright Road. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Have you been longing for that new car feeling? Let Z-Bart revitalize your vehicle with industry-leading products and services. With options like professional detailing, Z-Bart undercoating, Rhino lining spray on bed liners, and Z-Bart window tint. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And now, through June 30th, get zero down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off BX23S tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Stop by Bain Welker Equipment in Circleville for a test drive and see their full line of Kubota products. Or visit online at bain-welkerkubota.com.
Goals. Have you written yours down? We have, and we review them often. This is Mike Weens, founder of Care Heating and Cooling. Care's goals are defined by measuring many things, and our most important goals are not measured in dollars. Care constantly seeks feedback through surveys and online reviews, not only from our existing customers, but new ones as well. Care tracks how often we solved your problem the first time, and if Care was easy to contact and convenient to deal with. Was a carbon monoxide test done? Was the reason for a repair made clear? Did our technician adequately explain the difference between a required repair and a recommended service? We want to know if our technicians treated you and your home with respect and care, and were our customers' needs thoroughly analyzed and addressed. Simply put, Care Heating and Cooling sets goals designed to make Care the best service company in Central Ohio. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING when you need a company you can trust.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Schottenstein Roofing. Go to SchottensteinRoofing.com.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand. Listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Ready for an amazing deal? BreezeLine's fiber-powered internet, starting at $19.99 per month, offers the reliability you deserve and security you can trust. Whether you're streaming, gaming, or working from home, we've got all your needs covered with speeds up to 1 gig and our 2-year price lock guarantee. This deal gets even better with 2 free months of internet, free equipment, and free Wi-Fi your way to protect against cyber threats. Act now. Terms and conditions apply. Offer expires July 8th, 2024. Learn more at breezeline.com.
Legend has it, underneath the NJM insurance offices lies a mysterious room of long-forgotten, moldy mascot memorabilia. Often pitched by ad agencies, always rejected by NJM. Is it real? We may never know. But what is real is NJM's dedication to doing what's right for their customers. Astoundingly, they're proud to put policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Learn more at njm.com.
This is the absolute worst time of the year to be dealing with joint pain. You can't do the stuff outdoors you love, the stuff you want to do, the hiking, the running, the playing on the beach. It's being around friends and family. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. If you're tired of achy joints, you need to call my friends over at QC Kinetics before you agree to any risky surgeries or steroids or harmful medications. That's what tens of thousands of real-life patients around the country did, just like me with my knee. My dad did with his knee. Some of our friends and family who have done it with knees and shoulders and a variety of joints. They're out walking around now, enjoying the time outside. Or you could be like a guy like Chad, who wants to live life to the fullest, but his knees have been bothering him. He's been on pain meds forever. He went to crutches on his high school reunion, but that was before he found QC Kinetics, and now he's bouncing around like the pain is gone. And QC Kinetics has a national director in Dr. Mitchell Sheencup, who's been doing this for over 20 years. So go check him out at 614-208-4544. That's 614-208-4544.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Your undisputed leader in talking about nothing. This is Man and Bone.
Now, we're talking about something today, all right?
Oh, we're talking.
We're talking about the Wendy's of the 90s and how everything had sauteed onions on it and how we needed to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know they bring us new burgers and stuff, but you know what? Sometimes they're trying too hard with what they're doing.
Yeah.
I want more sauces. I want more sauteed onions. And I want a blast from the past. Here's a little story for you.
Okay.
Wendy's, I'm going to teach you how to make money. I know you're listening. Back in the early 80s, I grew up in Chicago. Back in the early 80s, 600 North Clark, there is still a McDonald's location in that spot now, but it's completely different. They opened what they called a rock and roll McDonald's.
Oh, okay. Chicago is where the franchise is based.
That's correct. That's where the headquarters
is based now, yeah.
In Chicago. And I think this location that's there now on that same spot is considered their flagship.
Okay.
McDonald's. But back in the day, it was the rock and roll McDonald's. And it was one of the busiest locations in the world for McDonald's.
Really?
And as a kid, I grew up in the suburbs, right? We'd go into the city a couple times a year. And the thing that I always wanted to do is I always wanted to go to rock and roll McDonald's. Now, did it have different stuff on the menu? No. There was like a couple guitars hanging from the ceiling, but it was just a regular McDonald's.
With a theme to it, essentially.
But it was still packed, and tourists would come to this thing because it had a theme. It was rock and roll McDonald's. I think Wendy's, and really all brands should do this, but specifically, let's go with Wendy's. Wendy's here locally should open a location that is just called Retro Wendy's. All right?
Oh, yeah.
And you walk in, and it's like a time machine. They've got the old furniture in there. They have the salad bar.
Oh, yes,
in there.
the salad bar.
They have older items sprinkled on the menu. I know you can't do every burger you ever had, but you have a rotating list of older items. You make this out to be a deal. The people working there are in the old uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I like that.
I mean, look, there are people who make pilgrimages to, is it Oregon, to go to the last Blockbuster video.
I think you're right. It's still in Oregon.
You know, and they go there for the experience. I'm telling you, you can upcharge every single thing you have in there. I know it's not going to be cheap. I know you're going to charge me for it. But like James Earl Jones says, people will come, Ray. People will come. They'll hand over their money. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces.
I remember when McDonald's started doing this back in probably the 90s, late 90s. They had the retro McDonald's, but it wasn't quite that. What it was an excuse for McDonald's to have a restaurant with no inside, meaning no sit-down area.
They have one off of Sawmill Road.
Yeah, there's one there. I think there was one in Gahanna. I don't know if it's still there. But that was the location I knew of for many, many years. But it had 2 drive-thrus going around either side of the building, and then it was like an old-timey McDonald's. Like the way it looked, the design of it was kind of a retro, new wave kind of thing. But the idea was at a lot of sandwich places back in the day, burger joints, you just walked up, got your food, and left. You didn't, or you sat at picnic tables or something. You weren't sitting there in the restaurant. That's a relatively newer invention. So they went back to that. It wasn't quite what you're talking about because the menu was all the same. But I remember when those opened, people were like, we got to go to the retro one. And it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it was
exactly
the same McDonald's,
thing.
but you're
marketing.
driving through.
But this would actually be a little bit different because they would have stuff on the menu that they haven't had in years.
Yeah.
They'd have the salad bar there. And you know what? What would they charge for that? I mean, back in the day, it was what, $2?
Yes.
$3 for the salad bar? Now it's probably going to be $15. But you know what? Charge me. Charge me.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden now, you're not just probably hitting the drive-thru at the retro Wendy's. You're going in. You're having the experience. You're buying stuff that you probably normally wouldn't buy.
If you told me there's a retro Wendy's with a salad bar and everybody in there is dressed up in, whatever era you're making this.
I would be over there all the time.
I would take the family and go sit down inside. And I'll tell you this, the salad bar thing makes me think, if you took, have the salad bar the way it was with, just different types of salads and dressings and toppings and that stuff, and then give me one hot item that I can replenish. Like fries is probably what they would do, or maybe
nuggets.
Maybe nuggets, but you put that at $15 is the price, but I get to have all the nuggets I want and this salad bar as long as I'm eating in. Can't take it with you. Can't dump 50 nuggets into a box and leave. But if you said you can sit down and have as much as you want, but it's like a soup, salad, and nuggets bar, I'm in. For $15, I'd do that.
You got to do it right, though, man. You got to go all the way. Like the one thing about the Field of Dreams game in baseball, when Major League Baseball went there, played a regular season game in the corn, I don't think they took it far enough. I want just organ music being played. They still had regular walk-up music and all that stuff.
Right.
I'm saying I want the feel to be like you've just stepped into a time machine. I want to walk inside this Wendy's. The trash cans are old.
Yes.
The trays are old. And when I say old, I don't mean beaten up. New to be made to look old.
Right.
Retro-looking, farmhouse chic is what they call it.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think you should actually go even further where all the people in there are reenactors from old-timey places or Civil War reenactors.
If we can have ABBA on stage hologram show.
Yeah.
That I have not seen it. People say it's so realistic they thought it was actors up there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Then why can't you have holograms in the Wendy's?
No, I don't even mean holograms. I'm just saying you have real people there, but they're not allowed to break character, like Colonial Williamsburg. You walk in and you're like, oh yeah, man, this cheeseburger's $7.
Oh, I gotta tell you, man.
Thanks, Biden. They're like, you mean the senator from Delaware? You're like, yeah, I guess I do. Or you're like, hey man, how about Trump? And it's like, you mean the guy, the billionaire tycoon?
Yeah.
They don't have any references to now.
You're right. Everything is straight out in 1983 or whatever it is.
And you pull out your cell phone to pay on the app, and they're like, get your video death machine away from me. They just panic instantly. They can't process it. This would be, think about the actors you could get out of this. You could have
Timmy's
people
in there.
ready to go.
Timmy, would you go, if they had a retro Wendy's in town, would you make a special trip to go?
Absolutely.
Of course you would.
I remember when I was growing up in Northern Virginia, we had a retro McDonald's. It had what was the character's name that was a moon? What was his name?
You
know what I'm talking about? And they had a mechanical one of him that played a piano. It was crazy. And it was like a 50s style McDonald's.
Mac Tonight.
Mac Tonight.
He was like Ray Charles turned into a moon.
That's exactly
he was
right.
wearing sunglasses and a dark suit.
One of my favorite NASCAR paint schemes involved Mac Tonight. Bill Elliott used to drive a McDonald's car, and he was always red.
Really?
With the golden arches on the hood.
Really?
They did a blue one with Mac Tonight on it.
But no, I've seen several of those old style McDonald's. Throughout my days.
Well, the design.
But
I'm
design.
talking about you walk into this Wendy's and everything about it is retro.
I love that. Yeah.
Everything.
You
Just
got
the
the
decor.
The Wendy's has to have the little greenhouse of glass that you had in the front.
Yes.
Remember, you could go sit in the sunroom, basically, of the Wendy's.
There might be one in Kenton that still has that little sunroom style, kind of section to it.
Yeah, like they never renovated it.
Right.
Oh.
I think they renovated it, but they kept sort of the structure of the building the same.
See,
with that part of it.
I'm saying the retro one has to have that.
That is cool. Yeah.
You have to have Biggie size stuff. You have to have menu items from the 80s.
The cups should be styled, the old cups from the 80s or 90s.
Oh man. This is,
and you know what?
I want this so bad.
Yellow cups,
I
right?
will even, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I will even forego this. We bitch and moan about how McDonald's is slowly taking away the free refill pop machine, right, in the restaurant.
That's right.
But back at Retro Wendy's, that didn't exist.
That didn't exist.
It didn't exist. So you know what? Don't have it there either.
The tile was super greasy, right? It was like that dark red tile.
How about we clean the tile here?
No, I want to slip and slide.
You want it filthy.
Yeah.
I want it dirty.
I want my shoes to be sliding all over the place.
Listen to me now. They also have to keep the ketchup pumps.
Oh,
you got to have the pumps.
Love the pumps.
I need to be able to pump out some ketchup.
Why have we gone away from that? It's so much easier. Raising Cane's has them.
Yeah.
Arby's has the pump.
Arby's has them. What, McDonald's?
Arby's used
Wendy's,
to have.
You're serving fries. It's one of your top sellers. I need a little paper cup and to get the ketchup so I can dip. I'm not, come on, ripping open a plastic thing and just spitting it out onto the. Yeah,
but the pump sort of scares me, though, because you don't know how long stuff's been in the pump, right?
Well, I guess we have to trust them to provide a
especially
service,
with
right?
Arby's sauce, like the horsey sauce in the pump, that could be in there for 2 weeks.
I was going to say, Arby's had all their sauces in the pumps.
They still do.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing.
How about the mechanical ones that have an air compressor in it?
I haven't been to those.
Oh,
those
wow,
are nice.
nice.
Where are you going?
I've seen them in some fast food restaurants.
I'll tell you. I think when you travel back in time, Mike, you do take some of those risks of how old is this ketchup? I don't know. That's part of the charm of the 90s.
Botulism, the charm of the 90s.
Well, we can
No, you're right.
We can have underneath. You can have all the supercomputer stuff, keeping it fresh you need. I'm just saying, on the surface level, I need it to look like
all the
back
employees too. Under their clothes, we're never going to see it. Have to wear merkins.
Why?
To keep it authentic.
What, they have to wear
no one was grooming themselves down there back then.
They have to wear yes, they were in the 90s.
Not as much.
Not really. Not as much.
It's not the 70s.
No, that was when Papa Roach came out is when people started to trim.
No,
Gillette wasn't.
I think it was
banging much
it had
back
to
then.
be the 90s. I think that was a thing.
I'll tell you what.
You know what I
Nobody
say?
I was hanging out with.
We got to go next door to the retro video store to watch some movies and find out what they were doing back in the 90s to really get I don't know.
You.
Jenna Jameson had to be. I mean, come on.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Should we continue with this or
actually what?
No.
Actually do something useful for society?
There is a slight problem with big money for televised sports. I'm going to tell you what that problem is coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
We've got a 15-minute slowdown due to an accident blocking 2 left lanes on southbound 270 on the east outer belt after 670, and some slower traffic on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment. Summit Racing has the parts and accessories to keep your summer road trip ready. Choose from millions of parts in stock. Shop summitracing.com. Use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Exclusions apply. Offer ends 6/2/24. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, announcing our $99 residential spring AC checkup. Carpenter and Bryant will do whatever it takes to prepare you for spring and summer. Check out Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric at carpentercolumbus.com.
Have you heard? Skyline now has nachos with a layer of queso blanco under that amazing Skyline chili and cheese. Try them straight up or get the deluxe nachos with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and sour cream at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save with a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte, each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per 1,000 financed at 48 months. $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
The Fan is your home for NBA playoff action. Catch every game of the conference finals and NBA finals on The Fan and ESPN Columbus. How does one listen to such magical things? On the Fan app, silly. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. Do it.
Safe Auto Insurance is now Direct Auto Insurance. What's the difference? Basically, the name. Direct Auto offers savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, just like you're used to, which means you never have to make trade-offs when it comes to paying for car insurance. So don't even think about carpooling to work with Talkative Ted. It's time to stop compromising and keep driving with Direct Auto. Get a free quote at directauto.com or call 1-877-GO-DIRECT. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Twin Peaks is your source for some of the top whiskeys on shelves. Celebrate World Whiskey Day with a tried and true favorite, or try something new over a crystal clear ice ball. Allocated whiskeys vary by locations. Visit twinpeaksrestaurant.com.
The standing room only, with all eyes on the 18th green.
There was some speed to this.
The sudden roars.
Gauged it just right.
That Sunday celebration.
From Oslo to Ohio, Victor Hovland is the champion.
It's better live. Join us at the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday, June 3rd through 9th. Visit memorialtickets.com today.
This is attorney Robert Scherger, and I want you to remember one thing. We're the legal army that goes to war for you. Call us now at 877-WAR-FOR-YOU. It's time to know your rights and get the results you deserve. WarForYou.com.
This offer is only available at Reichert Ford. 0% financing for 72 months on every 2023 Ford F-150 in stock. Take advantage of Reichert's rate before it's too late. Lock in your 0% rate and take a new truck home today. Thousands of vehicles are waiting at ReichertFord.com.
See dealer for details. N6324.
Exclusively at Reichert Ford. 0% for 72 months is now available on every new 23 F-150 in stock. Hundreds of trucks at ReichertFord.com. We're dealing.
Get the right car at Riker.
We're dealing.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest? How to win? Or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Come for the obesity, stay for the anger. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
I don't know if they had this at all the Wendy's, but I remember the Wendy's that we had close to my house when I was growing up had the design on the tables was newsprint.
Was that Wendy's? You must be right.
Wasn't it?
I remember it. You know what I'm thinking of? You are right. They did that at our Wendy's too, as far as I remember. What I was thinking of was Subway, where they had the newspapers on the wall.
Yes.
Remember I don't know why, to make it look like a Subway.
I don't know.
Like
they
terminal?
also just made it smell like urine. Don't you think you're in the subway now?
Oh, man.
Here's a homeless person playing a ditty.
Let me tell you, I would 100% if Subway said you can get a retro cut on the sandwich. Remember that?
Yes.
They used to slice that little V out of the top.
But then they'd put it back on.
Yeah, they would slice the top out like a little wedge of it, basically.
Yeah.
Take that off, put all your toppings in there, and then put that back on top, and then wrap it up and cut it. It tastes no different, I'm quite sure. But I love that. And if you would offer that, Subway, right now, I'm ordering it.
We've spent most of the time today talking about Scotty Scheffler getting arrested and food. Wendy's specifically. I'm going to take a little break from that and now talk to you about Major League Baseball and streaming games on the Roku. We talked about this either last week or early this week that Major League Baseball has signed a deal with the Roku channel for their Sunday leadoff package, which is the early Sunday game every single week. Peacock had this last year.
Okay.
They had it for the entire season. They paid $30 million. Peacock did.
Wow.
For the year. Roku is paying $30 million for 3 years.
Oh. That seems...
Well, that's the thing.
Like that's the wrong way to be going.
We talk about all these big money streamers and paying money for sports, and they'll continue to do that. Don't get me wrong. But as we see more and more test cases, how this works, viewing habits of people. I mean, I flipped on a couple of those Peacock games last year, and just from talking to people here, looking at the interaction on social media, it seemed like I was the only one watching some of these games. And you know what? I probably was. Because they didn't have the hard numbers to back up justifying paying $30 million a year for this package. And no one else, I guess, was willing to pay that, which is why the negotiations went into the season this year.
Right.
Major League Baseball desperately trying to find a broadcast partner for this. Now they did, and they're still going to earn $30 million. That's nothing to sneeze at. But instead of a yearly sum now, that's $10 million a year. That's quite a cut.
Right. Now, I would say that's not I don't think that's an indictment on the streaming companies necessarily. It's the other way around for me. It's an indictment on...
No, it's not right. It's not an indictment on the streaming companies.
Sadly, I think that's an indictment on Major League Baseball because what did we just see with the NFL? Amazon just signed up for another exclusive game, right? And how much did they pay for that? For one game? $75 million or something?
That's the difference. With baseball is valuable. But you want to know why it's valuable? Because you're paying for volume. Okay?
Well, yeah.
You're paying for your favorite team being on TV 162 times. So, of course, those numbers are not going to approach NFL numbers. But when you add that all up throughout the entire season, the sheer amount of games, that makes it that much more valuable. When you're talking about a weekly 11:30 in the morning on a Sunday streaming game for two teams that you probably don't even care about, that's a tough sell.
Well, and I think the other thing working against Major League Baseball is if I'm a fan of those teams, even if you're a diehard fan of those teams, if you miss a game, I cannot believe that the majority of baseball fans who root for their team watch every game or even watch half of the games. I would have to guess that the percentage of people for a Major League Ball club who say, I don't miss a game, home or away, unless I'm ill or something, or if I will watch every single game on TV, rain or shine, no matter what.
Of people who call themselves fans?
Yeah.
Less than 1%.
Okay. So that's the group then that you're saying you've got to get with your TV deal for one game a week
Less
at
than
11:30 of the two teams you get. And even if that's the Yankees and the Red Sox, which they're not putting that game on at 11:30 on a Sunday morning or Saturday morning, right?
No.
So, okay. So you're not getting those fan bases. Outside of that, that's not enough to justify the cost, I would think. So it's just a weird product to try to sell to the streamers. It has some value because you attach yourself to Major League Baseball, but not enough to really probably make it worth their while.
No. Brazil has been awarded the 2027 Women's World Cup. I had one of those moments today where I was reading that story saying, 2027, how old will we be? That's 3 years from now.
Yes, it's very odd that wasn't already sorted.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I did too. There might have been a story there that I've missed or forgotten about, but yeah.
Well, whatever. They're going to Brazil.
Yeah, I think Brazil hosted I want to say 2014 World Cup, Men's World Cup. I could be wrong. It was not that long ago, but yeah, so that's great. I've always wanted to go to Brazil. Maybe that will be one that I travel to. I doubt it because
I've seen a lot of videos from Brazil.
I say this like I want to go and then I never end up going. But
yeah, you're not going.
I'd love to go.
I'd like to go too, but you're not going.
By the way, my guy, one of my favorite golfers out there, my favorite golfer, quite honestly.
Matt Kuchar?
No. Does Matt Kuchar like Swedish death metal?
Victor Hovland?
Had a nice little eagle, apparently. Got to hit it from, I don't know, Teddy, what was it, 100+ yards? Just one bounce right into the cup.
Right into the cup.
My guy, Victor Hovland, let's go.
Cup. You know what? I haven't heard from Teddy all day. And that's going to change coming up next because Ted's going to host the entire segment. I got Pong to play out there. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You'll find slow-moving traffic on eastbound 70 downtown between the 71 West Split and Livingston Avenue. And watch out for a 5-minute delay due to an accident. Blocking 2 left lanes on southbound 270 on the east outer belt after 670. You'll find traffic is stop and go from Easton Way. And some slow traffic on southbound 270 on the west outer belt between Roberts Road and I-70. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Safe Auto Insurance is now Direct Auto Insurance. New name, same low down payments. Go to directauto.com for a free quote. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Did you and your family lose Ohio Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. You may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Big things are happening on the east side.
We're ready to deal. Come negotiate during May's Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Lower payments, better financing, more value for any trade. Shop lindsayhonda.com and see new Hondas with thousands in savings plus many other deals. We'll work hard to get you a payment you can afford. Now during May Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
Ohio Mulch, Landscape Supply.
Hi, this is Ron Frost with Ohio Mulch, and here's to Ohio Mulch celebrating 40 years of making the community a greener and more beautiful place, one garden at a time. Don't miss out on the opportunities to elevate your outdoor space and to be part of a journey towards the next 40 successful years. Check out our promotions online at ohiomulch.com.
Ohio Mulch, Landscape Supply. Greener, greener, better.
Hear that? It's the sound of someone whacking the ground with a rake. Specifically, they're beating around the bush, which we've done enough of in this ad too, so let's get right to it. The new Moneymaker scratch-off from the Ohio Lottery doesn't beat around the bush. Money Maker. Play the game and you could win money, up to $2 million. With more than $88 million in prizes, ranging from $50 to $500, Moneymaker cuts right to the cash. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Since 1950, Sears Heating & Cooling has been your Central Ohio HVAC expert.
Founded by Johnny Sears when gas was just 27 cents a gallon, we're still at the top of our game with thousands of perfect customer reviews. Let Sears Heating and Cooling ensure your AC unit is ready to battle the summer heat ahead. Schedule your AC maintenance today and spring new life into your existing AC unit. From Dublin to Bexley, enjoy the local pricing advantage of doing business with your neighbors at Sears. SearsHeatingCooling.com.
Scotty Vegas here for Maxima Concrete. If you need a driveway, garage, patio, even an in-ground pool, Maxima Concrete are the guys to call. They did a great job for me, and they'll take care of you, too. Schedule a free estimate today at MaximaConcrete.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Two-way tie for the lead of the second round of the PGA Championship at Valhalla in Louisville. Colin Morikawa and Xander Schauffele both at 11 under par. Presently, they're 2 strokes ahead of Mark Hubbard, Thomas Stetry, and Scotty Scheffler, who's at -9. Ohio State today got a commitment from safety Keenan Nelson Jr., who will transfer from South Carolina. Nelson played in 15 games, made 4 starts for the Gamecocks. He's got 3 years of eligibility remaining. Cleveland Guardians begin the series at home with Tampa Bay tonight. Tyler Alexander pitching for the Rays against the Guardians' Chris Bassett. Cincinnati Reds in L.A. The Reds will send Frankie Montas to the mound against the Dodgers' James Paxton. Columbus Clippers to host Louisville tonight. NBA playoffs, New York at Indiana. Knicks lead 3-2 on the ice. It's Florida facing Boston. Panthers lead 3-2. Dallas at Colorado. That series, it's the Stars with a 3-2 advantage. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Highly medicated, barely educated. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Friday. It is Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971. Also text the burner phone 614-787-3093 or drop in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
On our live YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on the live button. We are there. And we're a friendly group of idiots. So come on in and be a part of the stupidity.
Yeah, we're happy to have you. We have a lot of people who are very, not mad at Wendy's, but they are saying, Wendy's better wake up and listen to what we have to say.
Well, because now we've been reminded, like last night, I saw this story pop up. I didn't know what I was missing. Now I've been reminded what we've been missing all these years. And that is burgers with sauteed onions and various sauces on them, and we yearn for the past. Look, the reason why a lot of us, other than convenience, the reason why a lot of us go and eat this crap, we know it's bad for us, but there's a certain way that you feel when you eat it. Nostalgia, if you will.
Sure.
Right? Like I've had a Big Mac every single week for my entire life since I was like 15 years old. That taste is very familiar. And so there's part of that goes into eating fast food. If you were to put older sandwiches back on the menu, if you were to have an exclusive location that is just a retro spot, somebody said to me that they're making lots of Pizza Huts like this now.
Oh, please,
They're making sit-down Pizza Huts like they used to because they're noticing people want that. They're coming in, they're spending money, and it's not just about eating the food, it's about going back in time.
Well, but the other part of this, I would say, like we were talking about Wendy's, they had this thing called the Country French Chicken Sandwich, and it was a bun that was shaped like a
baguette.
It was like oblong, oval shaped, and it had a nice fillet on there, and then some cheese and some lettuce, tomato, and I think a Dijon or some kind of mustard sauce on there. But it was good. And part of the issue is, I remember that I can't say it was good actually because I never had it, but I remember seeing it going, that does look good. I would like one of those. But I never ate one because I was a kid. I didn't have access to the car.
You remember, Dave Thomas, though, on the bike with the beret on saying, bonjour. That's good advertising.
Right. But my point is, how many people listening to me are like, I wasn't alive in the 90s. I don't know anything about these sandwiches. I'd love to try that, though. Retro would be good for those of us who may remember it and either had it or didn't have it.
You don't have to be alive to appreciate it.
That's my point. There would be a whole new audience of people who are like, you can't say like, oh yeah, Wendy's has done that. Everybody knows we did that. No, actually there's a good large audience now of people who are like, I like Wendy's and I've never had any of these sandwiches these guys are talking about. To them, it would be brand new stuff. You'd be innovating.
You had a genius idea. You don't just make it a retro location. It's like Colonial Williamsburg.
all the people who work there are also character actors.
Yes, you walk in there and it's like, hi, may I take your order? By the way, did you catch Alf last night?
There's got to be TVs on with like Tom Brokaw reading you news about like General Schwarzkopf.
I gotta tell you, the Cold War again. Yeah, we can't relate to that at all.
No, it's all old news now.
Yeah.
Thank God Russia's real simple and easy going these days.
I'll tell you, I'm excited about this prospect. We're going to make it happen. We're going to do it.
I'm not saying you have one in every city, but you know what? Wendy's, where's your corporate headquarters?
That's right.
Right here.
That's right.
Would you like to help with drawing some people to this marketplace and remind them you're here and this is where Wendy's is? You could do some goodwill for the community. You could get a big win. All these places would talk about it. And we'd have a tourist destination of another thing. We got plenty to do in Columbus. I'm just saying another thing you could put on the marquee is come to the Retro Wendy's location. There's only one in the country, and it's here.
The Columbus Blue Jackets overpay for the next Nathan Horton. I want him to say that he came to Columbus just for the Retro Wendy's. Not the zoo.
Well,
just for the Retro Wendy's.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe it's both. He wants the zoo and the Retro Wendy's, and then he'll throw his back out.
How you doing over there, Teddy? You haven't said a damn word the entire show.
I'm doing good, Mike.
Matt Kuchar update.
Cooch! Now, Cooch is dead, but what do we got going on with the golf today?
What happened? He's dead? Not playing?
He was unavailable for this tournament.
Oh,
because he didn't qualify.
Oh,
Rotten
okay.
Cooch.
I thought maybe it was
Cooch
the cat.
needs a rejuvenation.
Yeah, he does. Yes,
rejuvenated Cooch would always be a good thing.
Absolutely.
I was
He's
thinking,
older. Yeah.
maybe it was the caddies are a little too expensive for his taste out here. You know what I'm saying?
His swing is too loose. It needs to be tighter, right, Ted? That's why you're going for the rejuvenation.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard, especially as you get older.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, my guy, Xander Schauffele, yesterday's first round leader. He is still tied for the lead. He's at 11 under through 8, tied with Colin Morikawa, who had a 65 today. So they're both at 11.
65, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good. And of course, our guy Scotty Scheffler, 9 under, 66 today, 2 shots back
after being in jail.
That's right.
That's a real story.
That's pretty good. I
know these guys are all scratch golf players, but you know how you have a handicap is available for you if you're maybe not that good of a golfer. Do you get one the other way when you've been in jail? Does he get like an extra 2 strokes knocked off or something? Because it's like, I don't know, if he got to go and do his routine, maybe he actually fires an even better round today.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
He was talking to the media after his round today, and he said that he was in the holding cell this morning at the jail, and they had Get Up on the TV in there, and he's sitting there watching the Get Up panelists discuss him getting arrested.
That is...
While he's in the jail.
That is wild.
He's watching this.
How surreal would that be if you're in jail and you're supposed to be playing in a major tournament? Probably going through his head is like, am I going to make the tee time? What's happening here? Little did he know the president of Valhalla was going to come get him out. But I feel like that had to be at least for 20 minutes, half an hour. He had to be in his own brain going, am I going to play today, or did I just, because of this weird incident, is this all done now? Like, I'm not going to be able to compete in this tournament.
I was watching the international news this morning, BBC News. I was getting Samantha ready for the bus stop, and they're doing a story about like this floating pier that they've built off the coast of Gaza to get aid and stuff in there, and how the pier is operational. But then they go back to the anchor, the British anchor. Hey. She's sitting there. They got a little breaking news banner pop up. She's got this concerned look on her face. And this is essentially what I heard. World #1 golf player Scotty Scheffler has been arrested in a place called Kentucky. They're talking about like this war and getting aid. Like, we have to break into that to talk about Scotty Scheffler in Kentucky.
Right. We'll have more on the continuing humanitarian crisis in both Ukraine and Gaza.
Breaking news, international news.
Meanwhile, sorry everyone, a rich golfer may have to spend a few days in jail. We're not sure at this point, but we're going to break in for that. And I get it. If you're like ESPN was all over this, rightfully so, that's a fairly big story. For what it's worth, Scheffler at his press conference, he also said he did not miss a beat with the stretching required that he was going to do when he got there.
Stretched in the jail
was stretching in the jail. He said he did that. He said it was a misunderstanding. He was asked if he dropped a "Do you know who I am?" He said he never did that. He also thanked the Louisville Police Department for their hard work. So And before all that, good move by him, a nice gesture by him. He did mention the man who sadly had lost his life earlier in the day. That is why there was this confusion, it appears, in the first place. A man was hit by, I believe, like a tour bus, one of the big buses that was being moved around at that time. It was a worker who was walking into the place, got hit by this bus, and tragically passed away. So he made sure to make a mention of him.
Terrible story.
Yes, but that police incident is part of why they were investigating that situation. And that's why there was confusion about who was allowed to go where and why his situation, then it appears, happened.
He then had the media sing a song and then talked about the virtues of Bitcoin. That's how he ended the press conference.
Right, yeah.
Caitlin Clark made her home debut with the Fever last night. It did not go well. Her team lost by 36, and she only scored 9 points, was 2 of 8 from the field, and it was not good.
Well, when we talked about her first game, I said I would say she's probably not going to get a ton of points. I would say it's going to be an adjustment period for her. But then we talked about the home opener yesterday, and I made a very bold prediction and said I think she's going to go over on her points, which was like 20 or 21. Well, that did not happen. She had a bad game. I thought, though, she would be able to, because of the home crowd and everything, she might be able to keep them in it for a little bit. Here's the reality. The Indiana Fever, not a great basketball team to start off this season.
It's almost like they had the number 1 pick for a reason.
2 years in a row. I believe they had a top pick as well last year, too. So, yeah, they got a long way to go. She's got a long way to go. I do think it's a very interesting thing where you've had so many people talk about Caitlin Clark, and rightfully so. She's a great story. She's been a polarizing figure in some ways. There are a lot of people who, of course, are fond of her. There are people that, of course, are hating-ass haters, just like with any big-time sports star, you're going to have that. But you had a lot of people who just said, WNBA, I don't know if you're ready. You want to move the three-point line back? Because Caitlin Clark's going to score 40 a game when she gets there. And those people largely saying stuff like that have never watched a WNBA game, know nothing about the sport, and that's okay. I am a recent convert to the WNBA over the last few years. I've watched more games in the last 3 seasons than I've ever watched in my life, to be completely honest. But I was a little concerned. Maybe it's not going to be that easy for her, but she seemed like an otherworldly talent. When you watch her in college, there have been a lot of those in college basketball that then get to the pros and realize it's a different level. So I'm sure she will eventually find that level, and she'll be back to doing Caitlin Clark things. But yeah, right now, the adjustment period is big time for her.
I read this headline wrong. I'm just scrolling this awful announcing headline. Here's what it says. Marv Albert recalls screwing with O.J. Simpson during NFL broadcasts on NBC. I read it. Marv Albert recalls screwing O.J. Simpson during NFL broadcasts on NBC.
That would be a very different headline.
Well, because Marv famously, was fired from NBC for a period of time because he was caught being kinky.
Which is such a, again, I want to say it wasn't just kink. Was there not there was a little bit of an allegation with some assault.
There was a situation
going on there
at a hotel where I guess the safety word was not utilized to the other party's liking.
Marv was into the BDSM, it sounds like.
Marv was in a full, leather outfit on.
Sure.
Meat hooks on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
A rubber ball in his mouth, and his toupee was off, and his head was waxed.
Okay.
Much like Pascal Vincent's waxed head.
I didn't know you had so much detail.
I don't have all those details.
A lot of detail.
Yes, wax my head. It's terrible. I'm sorry.
You know what?
Terrible.
What would it sound like if Kenny Albert said that?
Yes, wax my head. Hey, Dad. Remember that time I walked in on you and Mom hanging from the ceiling? I said, what's going on?
Yes, and it counts.
Who was he working with?
Moose and Goose.
There it is.
That was the safety word. Mom was yelling Moose and Goose from the ceiling fan.
I don't think it was Mom, just for what it's worth. Remembering that story, I don't believe it was Mom that was at the hotel room.
No.
I think it was someone else.
Yes. 4-star recruit has decommitted from Ohio State. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a 10-minute slowdown on eastbound 270 on the north outer belt between 315 and 71. And you'll hit a couple-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the west side between Mount Street and 315. This report is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and the playoff action is here. And there isn't a more rewarding sportsbook in the game than Tipico. Get ready to bet on the biggest games of the year, the playoff basketball, the hockey, the actions every night. You want to make the most of every game? You've got to bet with Tipico. You'll get up to 5% cash back on your bets. Claim your new sign-up bonus now and get $150 in protected bets when you deposit $100. Sign up now. Enter the promo code TheFan150 to get your bonus. Download the Tipico Sportsbook app today. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions do apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Big things are happening on the east side.
We're ready to deal. Come negotiate during May's Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Lower payments, better financing, more value for any trade. Shop lindsayhonda.com and see new Hondas with thousands in savings plus many other deals. We'll work hard to get you a payment you can afford. Now during May Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference.
See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
Ready for an amazing deal? BreezeLine's fiber-powered internet, starting at $19.99 per month, offers the reliability you deserve and security you can trust. Whether you're streaming, gaming, or working from home, we've got all your needs covered with speeds up to 1 gig and our 2-year price lock guarantee. This deal gets even better with 2 free months of internet, free equipment, and free Wi-Fi your way to protect against cyber threats. Act now. Terms and conditions apply. Offer expires July 8th, 2024. Learn more at breezeline.com.
This is Bob Capace of Worthington Jewelers. We've been creating one-of-a-kind designs for almost 20 years. Our jewelry consultants will help you create your one-of-a-kind design or select from over 1,000 engagement ring options. Shop local and come see us at Worthington Jewelers, where Columbus gets engaged.
Score a goal with the Love My Crew checking account from Pathways, the checking account that rewards you for supporting the crew. Learn more at pathwayscu.com. Pathways Financial Credit Union, official credit union of the Columbus Crew. Federally insured by NCUA.
If you're obsessed with fantasy sports and gambling things, we have the slightly above average radio show for you. On the Money with Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Sunday morning at 9 on The Fan.
Life. It's full of strange twists and unexpected surprises. But at AAA, it's always been our policy to look on the plus side. And our AAA Plus members tend to take the same view. Take Martin, for example. Last Monday, his morning coffee surprised him with an extra 10 degrees of Fahrenheit. Ouch! It was just the jolt of energy he needed to start the day. Later, when his shirt was targeted by the mustard on his burger, he became a proud trendsetter.
Martin, looking good.
And when he walked face first into a sparkling glass door, he was happy to provide some much-needed entertainment for his coworkers.
I'm okay.
And of course, when his car battery took early retirement, Martin felt no resentment. He knew there was a plus side. AAA's expert roadside assistance was only a call away.
Hello, AAA. Are you in a safe location?
While we can't all be like Martin, we can become a AAA Plus member and experience the peace of mind that comes with living on the plus side. Towing is subject to a 7-day waiting period. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Not wearing your seatbelt could cost you a ticket or your life. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket.
Paid for by NHTSA.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Mainly cloudy skies, a couple of showers, and perhaps a rumble of thunder on this Friday, but for the most part, we'll stay dry and mild. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Overnight to 60 degrees when you wake up on Saturday morning with a lingering shower possible early. A bit of sunshine during the day on Saturday through the afternoon with an isolated shower or storm possible. High temperatures near 80 degrees. With your Doppler 10 forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Objects in radio may be dumber than they appear. This is Man and Bone.
I'm gonna take some gasoline, burn her house down. But if you have the right, if you have the right windows, the whole house will burn down, but your windows will still be there.
Is that true?
Yes. I want you to talk to my friends at Universal Windows Direct. See, spring is here. It's only going to get hotter from here. Do not cool off the outside this year. Call my guys at Universal Windows Direct. They have super spacer technology. It helps keep the edge of the glass warmer, holds the window seal longer, and makes the windows last up to 5 times longer than other Windows systems. Plus, they back it all up with a true 20-year warranty. Call them today. 614-502-5220. For every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free. Plus 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years, dopes. Go see them online as well. UWD.com. That's UWD.com. What did I tease? Ohio State lost one today, but they gained one today.
Yes, they did.
Who'd they lose today?
They lost 4-star corner Blake Woodby. He is decommitted from Ohio State.
Hell with him. I didn't like him anyway.
Well, 4-star corner from Maryland. He was the 66th best overall prospect, number 7 corner in the 2025 class. So that's not a great thing until you recall that in the 2025 class, the Buckeyes already have commitments from Devin Sanchez and Naeem Offord, who are the number 1 and number 2 corners in the same class. So, I mean, this isn't a total shock to them that the guy who was already committed sees number 1 and number 2 guy committed and says, well, all right, maybe that's not where I need to go right now. So, yeah, I'm sure he would be a guy who would be the number 1 get for a lot of other schools, but Ohio State has 2 guys ranked ahead of him.
Hell with him. He's a loser. They also got from the transfer portal Keenan Nelson Jr. He's transferring in from South Carolina. He's a safety. He was a 4-star guy coming out of high school. Played a couple seasons for them. He's a depth guy. He's not going to be a superstar by any means. He's probably not even going to be a regular player, but he's there for depth.
All right. Well, glad they're bringing him in. That sounds like a great idea.
Now back to food.
Yes.
Actually, something else that gave me a chubby today.
Okay. Good to know. I'm afraid to hear where this goes, but let's dive in.
I am not a video game player. I gave that up several years ago. Went cold turkey. No more video games for me.
Really?
You knew that.
Well, I knew you don't play often. I didn't know you said 0 video games ever again.
No, it was just too time consuming because then I would play the MLB The Show game on PlayStation and I would have career mode. And I wouldn't just play a game. I turned around and realized that I'd made myself. I created a player. I made myself. I was a pitcher. I had a 22-year career.
Wow.
I averaged 35 starts a year for 22 years. And I'm sitting there going through this entire career. Then when the kid was born, I'm like, I don't have time for this, and I don't want to have to think about this.
Yeah.
Because it consumed my brain for a period of time. I have a very addictive personality.
Yeah, that's true.
Past the hamburger.
Indeed.
That's why I never tried real drugs.
Probably a good.
I was too nervous. I was too nervous that I would like them too much and become addicted to them.
Yeah. Did you ever smoke?
No.
No. See, same thing. Probably a good idea.
No smoking. But
yeah.
If there's something that's going to get me back to video games, this might be it. I watched the gameplay trailer for the new EA Sports college football game today.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
Ooh, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
oh, we're back.
Buddy. It moved.
Oh, it did it?
Oh, pee-pee movie.
Pee-pee
worky fine. That's actually what they do when you go to Tri-State Men's Health.
Yeah.
You're like, my pee-pee doesn't work. They say, hold on. Then they bring their little tablet in and they show you this gameplay trailer from the college football game. You're like,
And then
boing, I'm good. See you later.
Yeah, let me tell you right now, the fact alone that in that trailer, I saw players' names and numbers in the video game, which of course they never did before.
No.
They never, even when, because that was why they went away, was not because they had name, image, and likeness technically in the video game. They were found guilty of it or whatever, liable, whatever the ruling was. But what happened was college athletes, like I want to say it was either Ed or Charles O'Bannon, former UCLA basketball player, who noted that in one of the games, many years after he was done, you could play with like this retro UCLA basketball team that just so happened to feature a guy who was the same height and weight as him and looked similar to him. Now, it didn't say O'Bannon on the back of his jersey, but I believe
it was clearly intended to be him.
Yeah. And so he said, you're using my image. That's why it became not just name, it was image and likeness in that whole lawsuit.
Yeah.
And then that's how we've gotten to the NIL deal now. So it's come back full circle where now these guys are able to opt in, get paid, and now we get their actual names and likenesses. So you don't have to go create players that are not in the game. You don't have to go typing in all these players' names so you can have your full Ohio State roster. It's just there. I can't wait.
I won a lot of games in my 22-year career, too. I was the best pitcher of all time, pretty much.
In a video game. What was your, do you remember what your ERA was?
Low. But I remember that I won 420 games over my 22-year career. I was very good. Multiple World Series. Clutch time good, too. Clutch time good.
Yes. Now, did you play all these games?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if you
every single one.
I didn't know if you simulated them.
No, if I made an appearance, if my pitcher, me as the pitcher, made an appearance in the game, I played it. I didn't sim.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's I don't think people understand just how dedicated this guy is, because that I know about you is that you if you decide you're going to do something, you dive all the way in.
Oh, all the way in, baby.
Sometimes to a very annoying level, but you do dive all the way in.
I don't know if they still do it, but when you were ready to retire, you had to press a retirement button.
Uh-huh.
Right? Like it's asking you.
It's saying, are you done?
Like, do you really want to do this? And if you press that retirement button, there's no coming back.
No, there's no undo that. You can't Tom Brady the situation.
No, you can't Tom Brady the situation. And so I'm really like having remember one day I like set time, I set time aside to press that retirement button.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you set time aside. That's still something. I thought you were saying you set time aside to contemplate.
I did. No, that's what I mean. It's like, I'm going to take some time. I'm going to try and figure out if this is what I really want to do, if I really want to retire or not.
From a video game.
But I just hurt my arm again. I was older, right?
Yeah.
I had just hurt my arm again. I was going to be out for another year rehabbing it. At my age,
did you have
in the game?
Yeah, it would be tough to come back.
I didn't think it was appropriate to come back.
Did you have to do the rehab with the video game where you could actually just like do rehab session? It's just you like jumping and like hitting the A button like 100 times on one foot?
No, you didn't have to do that.
I was going to say, that'd be really great if you did.
But I remember when I retired, I shed a little tear.
I bet you did. It's important to you. I think you're getting a little broken up right now. Teddy, look at him over here.
Tool. Teddy, how you doing over there? Good?
Doing good, Mike.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Just between you and me.
What's that?
This ain't one of them.
Okay.
Good. Look, I like sultry Ted. That's good.
Not one of them. This is us watching the college football video game trailer.
I don't even know what we're doing. Okay.
Tool of the week is next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're looking at a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. And traffic is moving slowly on southbound 71, again on the north side between North Broadway and Hudson Street. This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey, DQ fans, cool off with their new Summer Blizzard treat menu. Try new Picnic Peach Cobbler or snag a perfect beach treat like their new Peanut Butter Cookie Dough Party. The new Summer Blizzard treat menu is one you won't want to miss. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy taste good. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hollywood Lights. Set sail with excitement at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Saturday, May 25th, you could be the lucky winner of a 7-day, all-expenses-paid Caribbean cruise for two. Not a sailor? No problem. Opt for $15,000 in cold hard cash instead. Play your favorite slots and table games throughout May to earn entries. More details at HollywoodColumbus.com. Remember, your adventure awaits at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden opportunity to score a deal that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors.
Stop by Columbus Equipment in Columbus, Dayton, or Toledo to see their full line of Kubota construction equipment, or check them out online at columbusequipment.com.
Hey, it's Anthony here for the Good Feet store. You know, we do a segment on the show every week called Pressure, but that's about sports. What about the pressure your feet endure every day? I know mine did. When I went to the Good Feet store, I learned I was out of line. I joked, I already know that. They said, no, physically, my feet weren't being supported the right way. So when I went to the store on Polaris Parkway, they also have one on Stringtown Road, I took all the time I needed to walk around the store to see what felt and fit the best in my shoes. Once I had them in, my personal arch supports from the Good Feet store, my lower back pain went away. What a feeling. You need to get your free personalized fitting by one of their arch support specialists. For arch supports to be effective, they require precision fit. That's why Good Feet arch supports are only available at the Good Feet store. You like them? You can wear them home. You have nothing to lose but the pain. So go to goodfeet.com today or go in and try the Good Feet feeling. Comfort, energy, performance, and pain relief, all from the Good Feet store.
Morning Juice.
You are now in the headspace with the crew of being potentially the best ever MLS team to play. This is the best ever assembly of MLS talent.
Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Affinity Whole Health.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
New 2024, up to 72 months Aria, up to 36 months Rogue, and 6/3/24.
Reichert Nissan has an announcement to make. 0% financing is now available for up to 72 months. Take your Reichert Nissan Aria home today and pay 0% for 72 months. But that's not all. Reichert Nissan also has 0% financing on Rogue 2. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
With approved credit. Residency restrictions apply. Offers cannot be combined. Dealer contribution affects consumer cost.
Skyline now has Coney kits with everything you need to build and serve 24 delicious cheese conies. They're perfect for watch parties, birthdays, or any fun gathering. Call ahead and order your Coney kit today at participating Skyline locations while supplies last.
Common Man here. Let me tell you about my new friends, Sell for 1% Realtors. This is a new company for me. They were interested in working with me, so they went for a CAT scan. When that passed, I needed to meet the family to see what they were all about, if they were a good fit. And when I say meet the family, I mean it. Sell for 1% is totally family run right here in Columbus. The premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your house for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. And they do everything you'd expect from the 6% people. This is full service, not a discount service. Here's how they do it. Technology has made the realtor's job easier, from taking photos to signing documents on your phone, but their prices have remained the same, even though the realtor's not putting in the same time they used to. Sell for 1% passes the savings on to you because they know you're going to be impressed with the service and then tell people about it. On average, customers save over $10,000 in commissions. I didn't know about these guys 10 years ago. Don't be stupid like me and pay more than you have to. If you're selling, give my guys a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Boating season is finally here, and Buckeye Lake Marina is your go-to destination for all your on-the-water needs. With the largest inventory in Central Ohio, we've got a boat for everyone. So come on down and find your next dream boat at Buckeye Lake Marina. The good life, the lake life, starts at Buckeye Lake Marina.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone present Tool of the Week.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
Hey, Teddy. I accidentally threw my prize sheet away. What was the prize?
It was
The Walrus?
It was a $50 gift card to stfu.com. No, I don't know what it is.
The Walrus.
Probably the Walrus.
$50 gift card to the Walrus, to the tool that we think is the best.
Home of lots of good food,
You can tell we're just making this up.
And downtown soccer location with TVs.
Soccer place. Walrus.
There you go.
24 mega TVs.
24 mega TVs.
Like that. Yeah.
Mega TVs from the Walrus. There you go.
E-Rock says, my guys.
Yeah.
My tool of the week is not T-Bone, but degenerate T-Bone.
Oh.
He told us on air to bet heavy on the Crew against FC Kentucky.
Oh, I did.
Then I ran into him at the game, and he told me again to bet heavy on the Crew.
I did. I was
so I put the mortgage on it. Fingers crossed the bank understands.
Okay.
For what it's worth, regular T-Bone was a stand-up guy. Thanks for the pick.
Thank you.
Hope to see you at the Crew versus Aston Villa game in July.
I'd love that. Hope to see you out there. I'm hoping to be there. I'm wearing my Aston Villa kit today, actually. Let them live. But I'll be rooting for the Crew on that one, no doubt. Jeffrey, don't tell him, says my limp biz cuts.
I want to kiss you.
Tool of the week is Jeff Tito Fun Police Thidoff. You can't brag about tap dancing and then not display your talents for your peers. Doesn't matter what shoes you're wearing. You're too damn serious. Embrace the goofiness for once. Hashtag roaring kitty.
Yeah, I don't buy that. I don't buy that he could tap dance.
Well, he's not saying he did it now. He's
I don't
saying
care.
as a kid.
So what? You can still break out something.
When he was a kid.
Give me a little jig. Are you sticking up for Tito?
You're right. I don't know what
What's
I'm
the
doing.
matter? You jumped the shark
I don't know
now.
what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. He's on in the mornings. I could not jump him. I don't jump that high. He's a normal size
shark.
human.
I got it. Yeah.
Nick says, my guys.
Bang that all night.
My tool of the week is you guys for not liking the new YouTube broadcast. Not YouTube. We have a live stream. Look at it this way. At least now when the wall falls on T-Bone, the fan will actually have to fix it. GTH. That is a reference.
That was the old building.
You remember that, right?
Yeah.
We were sitting there. We used to have this soundproofing that was on the walls that made things, try to make it sound, as good as we can in the studio. No echo. And one of these big sound panels, it wasn't very heavy, but it fell off the wall and just landed on me during a segment. The glue gave way.
The glue failed.
There was glue on it. It just didn't work. And this thing had been installed for how many years? I mean, however long you guys have been in that building before I got there.
And you know what? If you were to say, I bet engineering ran in and fixed that right away. No, it was just propped up. Propped up for the rest of our time in that building.
We just leaned it up against the wall, and that was that.
That was it.
Jared said, my beaver lovers.
But he's sort of much more erect.
Love a beaver. Love to get out in nature, see them building their dams. My tool of the week is the deer who decided playing chicken with my car was a good idea. $10,000 worth of damage. Yeah, sorry, Jared. That is no good.
How'd the deer do? Not well?
I don't know. Who cares?
Well, I'm just saying, I bet the deer's
I hope
dead.
It died. Yeah. $10,000 worth of damage? That's no good. Poor deer.
Hell, there's enough of them.
I know.
Hell with them.
I know. I'm just saying that one deer didn't know it was going to hit it.
Deer. Shoot him right in the face.
Oh, well. Yeah, some people do.
Common man here for shooting deer. I won't do it.
You should go.
But
the hunting season will be coming.
Tyvus just goes out and strangles him with his bare hands.
Well, he's a strong man. He can do that. I couldn't do that. I'm not strong enough. Beer Man says, my pee-pee no workies. My tool of the week is Wendy's for getting rid of their sunrooms. Hashtag GTH.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Matt says, my guys.
Flacco, my cracko.
I was going to play one. I thought better of it.
Soundboard no worky on that one.
No worky. Just
okay.
Common man indecisive-y.
Okay. My tool of the week is the person who owns the car in front of me. Strike one for a vanity plate. Strike two for a CBJ vanity plate. Strike three for having a JARMO vanity plate. Is this the biggest CBJ apologist in history?
Actually Yarmo.
Or is it actually Yarmo? And which is worse?
First of all, if you're just a regular person that has a Yarmo license plate?
Oh, no kidding.
What the hell's the matter with you? And if that is Yarmo, what the hell's the matter with you?
What are you doing?
Whoever it is needs to go to the nut house.
I just picture Yarmo calling the DMV. Yes, I don't know if you know this. I am the GM of the Blue Jackets. They're like, not anymore. He's like, this is in the past. Stay with me. And then he says, I want a vanity license plate, please. And they said, for who? And he's got to spell it out. Yarmo. And they're like, Y-A? He's like, no, it's J. Anyway. This one comes from Emma Watson's bottom half. He says, my Solana Queso Papa Blanco Diaz.
Twitters and twatters.
That's a mouthful. My tool of the week is the idiot phone agent for Irish airline Aer Lingus. cunning airline they are. He says, I was on hold for 49 godforsaken minutes with these people, attempting to get a seat assignment for an upcoming flight. It was stupid enough that I couldn't just pick my seat online. Anyway, after 49 minutes on hold, dude finally picks up, asks me a series of authentication questions to prove I am me, the guy who actually made the reservation. The last question is, what email was used in this booking? It was only one of 2 possible emails, and I accidentally told him the wrong one before quickly correcting myself. He then said, I'm sorry, we cannot continue this call at this time because your first attempt was incorrect. He said, I thought he was kidding and implored him to just finish the selection process. It was now after midnight for me, and I had just spent an hour on hold, rattled off every other answer correctly on the first try. He reiterates, I'm sorry, this call has to end, to which I'd had enough. I was very tired, and I responded with a very loud, listen, man, F you, and slammed the phone down on him.
That was quite lengthy.
Well,
that was a big tool.
That's a tool of the week. You know what? I agree with you. That is a tool for sure.
Annie says, my guys.
Too hot.
Annie Hockhausen.
Oh, yeah.
My tool of the week is, man, I was promised Randy Quaid at the end of Wild Card Wednesday and PP Worky. Listen to the podcast of yesterday's show and no Randy Quaid. Now PP no Worky. Hoping Ted can recover this with the weekend flashback. I am so sorry. I forgot
all about it.
All about it.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Next week, I promise you.
Oh, boy.
And I always pay off on my teases. Next week.
Yeah.
Crazy Randy Quaid. The whole week, it's Randy Quaid week.
Is it really?
Yes.
Right here on the Fan?
Quaid.
Max says, my 2 reasons for living.
I got bronchitis.
That's heavy, Bone.
Wow.
That's heavy.
Ted?
Not 3
sucks
reasons.
To suck. I'm just telling you, it just sucks to be you, huh? Anyway, Max says, my tool of the week goes to the DMV. That is all. Well, you know what? The DMV, you don't even have to say anything more. We already know. We've been there dozens of times. We know how that goes. Zach says, it's got to be the cop that arrested Scotty Scheffler. All right. I mean, it sounds like both of them probably could have done a little better, to be
whatever.
fair. Brian says, tool of the week is all the talking heads on your station and others that think because Scotty is the number 1 golfer in the world, he doesn't have to listen to police officers that say stop.
I didn't say that.
Well, there you go. There you go, Brian.
I didn't say it.
Yeah, I did.
2 sides to every story.
I said, you know what? If you're the number 1 rated golfer in the world, you can do anything you want. That's
Anything
what I
you
actually
want.
said.
License to murder.
You don't have to listen to anything. That's right. You can do whatever you want. That's exactly
everybody
what I...
kills, everybody murders,
That's
Terrell Pryor.
So I've always felt. Yep. Your guy Duff says, tool of the week is anyone who does the unimportant job of punting a ball 3 times a day, 20 days a year, and says that little girls shouldn't dream of and work towards being doctors, lawyers, artists, cops, reverends, and even voices on the radio. I don't know who that's directed at, but thank you.
I agree with all of that.
I agree with him, too.
Let's pick a winner. What do you got?
You know what? I mean, there was a lengthy one from Emma Watson's bottom half.
That was a little too lengthy.
He's not getting it.
No, he's not getting it. Hell with him.
Should we give it to the guy who found Yarmo's vanity plate?
Yeah,
I think we have to.
Who was that?
That was Matt.
Matt?
Yes, Matt. Do I need to say it again? Are you okay? What happened? Did you stroke out there? I'm looking right at him, folks. I was staring at his eyes, and they just went completely dead. It was like looking in old man's cave, just empty holes everywhere. Just
Matt gets a $50
falling
gift card
down
to the Walrus, your downtown home for sports and soccer and ribs. And
I could spelunk in your dead pupils right
There's
now.
an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you.
Spelunk.
If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Yeah.
Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Accident on the left shoulder of eastbound 670 between 71 and Leonard Avenue, and we have a slowdown on northbound 71 on the south side between Greenlawn Avenue and 315. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell is introducing the new Cantina Chicken menu with a new Cantina Chicken burrito, quesadilla, bowl, and tacos featuring their new slow roasted chicken. Try the new Cantina Chicken menu today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Oh,
Always at the forefront of new technology, Tire Discounters announces our latest breakthrough, TD Chat BS. This software allows us to detect untruths, deceptions, and even outright lies.
Let's listen in as we call a local car dealer.
Hi, I drive your model of auto or truck. I need servicing.
Oh, that's great. You should always call the dealer for service to make sure your warranty stays intact.
Untruth.
Excuse me?
I can attend at Tire Discounters for all services, even for all manufacturers' scheduled maintenance. Warranty not affected. Afflicted. No, affected was right.
But it's only us dealers who really know our own models.
Deception. Tire Discounters ASE technicians are certified experts for all makes and models.
Okay, maybe.
How many dollars do you charge me for? As few as Tire Discounters?
We are not that much more.
Outright lie. Ending call now. Bye. Adios. Aloha. Hasta la pasta.
It's good to drive Honda and save thousands with low 1.9% financing. All your favorite Honda models are in stock. Save big on cars, SUVs, and trucks, like the 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. It's a good time to search your local Honda dealer.
See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 7/8/24.
Gray and brown are dull. Pink, red, white, yellow, and orange are bright and exciting. During the Parade of Color at Oakland Nursery, you can turn all of winter's grays and browns into bold spring color and save. Premium quality annuals start at just $2.99 a pack. Flowering hanging baskets bursting with color start at just $16.99. Paint your landscape with Mother Nature's extraordinary palette of vivid brightness. It's the Parade of Color at Oakland Nursery. Since 1940, summer color and beautiful landscapes start at Oakland Nursery.
The Buckeye Show.
How does Aaron Kraft become Aaron Kraft until he does Aaron Kraft things?
Are you swooning right now?
Oh, because of AC? Yeah.
The Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by Schottenstein Roofing and Care Source.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
Hey there, friends. Bo here. You planning that summer vacation? Skip the long lines in the crowded cities. Get away in an RV from my friends at RCD RV. Summer nights will soon be calling, and RCD RV is here to take your camping experience to the next level. They provide the best brands, the best service, awesome after-sales support. They are family-owned and operated in Central Ohio for over 50 years. You will feel it the second you walk on one of their lots. Over 650 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. 3 locations to serve you in Central Ohio or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
When it comes to getting a new roof, are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Whether residential or commercial, Schottenstein Roofing meets the needs of every customer. From roof installation and repair to siding and gutters, you name it, we do it. Call Schottenstein Roofing, 614-321-8888 to schedule your free inspection today. Go to schottensteinroofing.com.
Here's your cool tip from Custom Air. Keep airflow moving by optimizing your ceiling fans. Set the blades to turn counterclockwise to create a downward draft to help cool the space. Don't sweat the summer heat. Go to customairco.com. Custom solutions, custom comfort, Custom Air.
Now at UDF, buy 3 everyday favorites with UDrive Plus to quickly stack an extra 20 cents in gas savings. That includes drinks like Coke and Sprite, Pepsi, and Mountain Dew. And that adds up. UDF, made for you. Specially marked products with an opted-in UDrive account.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Before we talk to Timmy, Bone and I do all our banging.
Oh, all of it.
All of it.
Every bit of it.
At Hollywood Casino Columbus, specifically their 12,000 square foot sports book. It is the best sports book in the entire world. I've been to Vegas, and I'm telling you right now, it's got nothing on those places. Nothing.
I mean, those places have nothing on Hollywood Casino.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I meant. I'm very sorry. Yes.
Yes.
Food and drink. And let me ask you a question. Do those places in Vegas, on a regular basis, sometimes they do, have Scotty Vegas passed out in the corner? Just urinating all over himself?
Very rarely, if ever.
But you do at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
That's right.
I want you to go there this weekend. Maybe you're celebrating a belated Mother's Day because you were arrested last weekend.
Why were you arrested?
Public urination.
I see.
And you want to make it up to Mom. Bring her to Hollywood Casino Columbus and the sports book for the type of action Mom really wants.
Yeah.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Look who's here. Big Shot's here.
Oh, my hardened criminals.
That's right.
Timmy Hall is here. He's about to host the Buckeye Show, which I'm sure will be award-winning.
Why do you say it like that?
Couldn't even be bothered to come in and bring his own headphones.
Wait a minute.
Oh, my gosh.
Mic screen here.
I wish people could have seen this because we know that down the road, we have at Historic Crew Stadium, you have Sonic Temple going on. And what does every rock band over there have? They've got a couple of roadies that show up and
string
put all
the
the gear up.
guitars,
Yeah.
switch the guitars out.
The boatman came in here
tuned
and
differently.
Put your sheet down and put your microphone together and your headphones.
Switched out the microphone. We call them the mic condom. It's the poof
I don't like
thing.
that term. I don't prefer that term.
It's the poof thing that goes over the microphone.
It's a mic screen.
Whatever.
Yeah.
He took the one that was on there off and put yours on, had you all ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's ever done that for me in my life.
No, that's ridiculous.
In all my years of radio.
He's a nice boy.
No, you make him do it.
He's a good man.
Bodie is your roadie. That's what I've learned. Bodie the roadie.
Bodie the roadie.
Yeah, he's out there.
I couldn't believe it when I saw him come in here. Set everything up for you.
Yeah, what was going on?
Mr. Hall, would you like something to drink?
Well, there's a hot cup of tea here for you in case your vocal cords get a little verklempt. Like
man, thumbs up, thumbs down, or just did I ask you to do that, or was that out of
you
the
don't have to. You don't. No, first of all, you don't have
Friday,
to ask.
Bodie.
It's the whole. You've threatened him so many times over the years.
Come on, he would step into traffic for me. That's just that's the kind of guy he is.
That's how scared he is.
After you shove him. That's right. I know.
I would, maybe take a bullet for him.
No, you would
Wow.
not, you liar.
Consider it.
What kind of bullet are we? A magic bullet?
Kind of,
like the slap chop guy throws one at you? Is that what you mean? What are you talking about?
What body part would I put in front?
Speaking of bullets, by the way, I saw that a kid at one of the Columbus City elementary schools today was outside for recess and was shot in the face.
Oh, gosh.
With an airsoft gun.
Oh, gosh.
And they didn't catch the person who did it. I mean, obviously, they were concerned. They brought everybody in. They made sure the kid was okay. And thankfully, the kid was okay.
Okay.
But they don't
get him in the eyeball or
They
anything.
don't know who did this. But I would like to direct them to David Lighty's house.
He loved the airsoft gun.
Remember, he had that
battle. Was he the one that just went down campus?
No, it wasn't
Just shooting
campus.
people
I
with
think he was
airsoft?
at a high school, and he was just shooting people running track.
At a high school?
Just shooting
Is that
track athletes.
okay? I don't remember that. I know there was something with an airsoft gun. I don't know what it was.
Tyvis also enjoys the airsoft gun.
No.
He's going to shoot Cardale.
No. I think they're going to be
He's fat.
They're going to be wow. Again, I can't say Tyvis is thumbs upping that, by the way. I can't say anything about fat for anybody, but what I will say is on Monday, you can hear Tyvis Powell and Cardale Jones together.
Oh, together?
On the radio.
Really?
Because Rothman is off. Cardale is coming in for, I think, a few segments on Rothman and Ice, but filling in for Anthony Rothman is Cardale Jones on Monday. You knew about this, right? Or did I say Cardale Jones? Why did I say Cardale Jones? Tyvis is filling in. Cardale is coming in. I'm saying the same player twice. Tyvis will be filling in for Rothman. Cardale, his best friend? No.
Not anymore.
Complete enemy. That's what he said.
They hate each other now.
Tyvis, thanks for saving the big guest for when you do a different show.
Wow. Is Cardale doing the entire show or just one?
No,
one segment?
Three segments.
Cardale is doing, I think, 12:15 to 12:45.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken.
All right.
Wow.
That's what I was told earlier today in a meeting. I don't know if that's supposed to be put out there, but whatever.
Well, it's out now.
Yeah, he can't back out now. He's got to be there.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Sorry it didn't happen on your show, Timmy.
Save some for the Buckeye show.
Bodie! Man, Bodie's going to get beat after this show.
Bodie, you don't have to be told, right? Because all the dents
coming from
all the dents in the brick wall from all those objects he's thrown at you, you just know when he points at that.
Mr.
And you're
Hall.
like, okay.
I'll get him. I'm sorry I didn't book Cardale on the show for you, Mr.
Yeah.
Hall.
Yes.
When is Jack Nicklaus coming into the studio?
Hey, how you doing there?
That's not Jack. That's Grover.
This is as good as I can get.
Grover had sex with the queen.
Oh, hi.
What is that?
That's Jack. Hey, I'm gonna have you on my show. Are you ready to do that? Hey,
Dom Tabari's here. How you doing, Dom?
I'm great.
Thanks for coming down to the village.
I heard you're gonna be on. I'm gonna be on TV with you too.
Rothman's here too. Yeah.
You want to talk some golf?
Hey, how you doing?
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Good thing
out of
those
here.
afternoon fat asses didn't come down here. They're not welcome. Screw them.
Hey, you want to talk about Aaron Rodgers? What do you think of that, huh?
Oh, I love him. He's a good guy. Yeah.
Your Grover is also your Al Pacino. This is also his Al Pacino.
Yeah, you really
listen to the Buckeye Show.
By the way, if you missed Rothman and Ice yesterday, they had Caliendo in for 3 segments.
He does a good.
Don't I sound like Caliendo?
Just like Caliendo doing
the Pacino yesterday was much better than the Pacino we're getting today.
Oh, how you doing? Hey.
She got the back page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Yeah, Care Heating and Cooling gonna get your house extra cool.
I do it, but I'm too old and I'm too blind.
You got to say hooah at the end of that. Come on.
Hooah!
There you go. Thank you. Hey, it's the Summer of Orcas. Part 2.
Summer of Orcas.
Yeah, the killer whales are back, baby. Apparently, sailors off the coast of Portugal had their rudder and hull of their
spent a week there one night.
50-foot yacht rammed by a pack of orcas unexpectedly. This is the first attack that we've seen this summer, but previous summers, this has been a thing. Last summer especially, there were lots of stories about this. So
I love a good rudder and hull.
Is that right?
Yes.
Jim Henson have his hand up you?
Oh, yeah.
Rudder and Hall are the new show on ESPN 97.1, The Fan HD2.
Rudder and Hall.
I believe. Is that right?
Yeah.
I think that's what we heard.
Me and the Rudder Man.
Fauci's a crook. All right, Buckeye Show's next. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Maybe. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You'll find slow-moving traffic on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 315 and 71. And there's also a slowdown on southbound 71 on the north side between Weber Road and 17th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Save up to $500 on select adjustable bed sets like the all-new Temper-Adapt collection with advanced pressure relief to help reduce aches and pains. Plus, get a $300 instant gift for pillows and more. Hurry into Mattress Firm today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
This is a Fan Action Update.
This action update is brought to you by Tipico. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. The Guardians open up a big home series tonight with the Twins. Cleveland now 2.5 games up on the Twins in the AL Central. Cleveland is minus 125 on the money line tonight. Reds coming off a nice 7-2 win over the Dodgers yesterday. Look to continue the winning ways tonight in LA as a plus 170 underdog. For your Tipico action update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Hey, it's Anthony for my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. You know what Rich is up to? He's got Memorial Day sales going all month long. Interest rates starting as low as 1.90% on the 2024s. The Civic LX sedan, the Accord LX sedan, and CRV LX two-wheel drives. And he's going to throw you an extra $1,000 for your trade. He wants to give you the best deal in town, and you will not be disappointed. Germain Honda of Dublin is my Honda dealer in Central Ohio, and hopefully yours on Sawmill Parkway just south of 270.
Take action with Logan Services. Call now for savings up to $2,700 on a qualifying train system and 0% APR financing for 72 months. It's hard to stop a train with a system for every home and budget. Schedule your installation now and pick one freebie. Installation takes just 1 day. We make home comfort easy, so book your free estimate now. Fast, friendly service, Logan Services.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Guys, let's talk about the bedroom for a moment. That moment of intimacy. I don't think people call it that, but you know what I'm saying, right? The time where maybe you're ready for a little oh yes, and instead it's turned into an oh no for you. because maybe you're having a little bit of an issue in the bedroom. So, all right, my guys at BlueChew.com are there to help you out. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. So if you don't like to swallow pills, good news. Blue Chew's tablets are a performance enhancement for the bedroom that can help you gain extra confidence when it's time to perform, and you don't have to swallow it. You can chew it. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA, and they prepare and ship direct, so it's cheaper than a pharmacy. If you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, visit BlueChew.com right now. And here's a special deal for my listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use promo code BONE at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code BONE to receive your first month free. That's BlueChew.com, promo code BONE.
Common Man here. Let me tell you about my new friends, Sell for 1% Realtors. This is a new company for me. They were interested in working with me, so they went for a CAT scan. When that passed, I needed to meet the family to see what they were all about, if they were a good fit. And when I say meet the family, I mean it. Sell for 1% is totally family run right here in Columbus. The premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your house for 1% commission, not 6%. That's it. And they do everything you'd expect from the 6% people. This is full service, not a discount service. Here's how they do it. Technology has made the realtor's job easier, from taking photos to signing documents on your phone, but their prices have remained the same, even though the realtor's not putting in the same time they used to. Sell for 1% passes the savings on to you because they know you're going to be impressed with the service and then tell people about it. On average, customers save over $10,000 in commissions. I didn't know about these guys 10 years ago. Don't be stupid like me and pay more than you have to. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Broadcasting